spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear Bottled Water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
Welcome to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmonston and Anthony Sane on Sports 56, 98.5 and 96.1. It's time to get your day started. Live from the Family Leisure Studios, here are Pete and Sane.
Hello, baby. Decided to make some Fats Domino.
Man, you put some everything in the mix.
Just throw it all in the blender and see what comes out. Welcome in, everybody, to an all new, live and local edition of Sports 56 Mornings from the Family Leisure Studios. Oh, baby. Oh, family, come together for a good time.
You threw some. You threw some Paul Bear in there too.
Oh yes.
Paul Bear mixed with Michael McDonald. There you go. That's the mix. That's the mix that needs.
It goes so quick. It just very, very quickly slides from Paul Bear into Michael McDonald or vice versa. Oh yeah. Telling me, oh yes, telling me the things you're gonna do for me. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man! Come on, welcome in everybody. Hope you guys are doing good. It is a Tuesday morning on the program. For many of you, it's going to feel like a Monday because you were not working yesterday. But guess what? We were.
I missed a good show yesterday. Yesterday was we had fun.
So we've decided we're just going to replay that show.
Yeah, and Lee, go home.
Go.
There you go. You got that podcast? Fire him up, sir.
Fire it up when we're good to go, and we'll talk to you tomorrow, folks. No, it was a good show. Check it out. If you have not, if you didn't hear it, listen to it at some point. Not now, but listen to it at some point. And we're going to get back into it a little bit because there's some new developments in what we talked about. So we'll talk a little bit about that coming up here in a bit on the program. Also, we're going to get you set for tonight's NBA Finals, which are getting underway. Game 1 is in Phoenix tonight. Suns hosting the Bucks. Still no official word on the availability of Giannis. We'll talk about that. Also, of course, series previews and all of that good stuff. That's all on the way here on the program. We'll get you your Who Wants to Be a Millionaire update. We're going to get you Olympic updates. We are edging ever closer to the Olympics at the end of the month. It's all happening, and we're going to talk about that. Plus, the draft is approaching now. We are definitely close enough to where you can start to feel a little bit. It'll be 3 weeks.
Yep.
Is that right? Mm-hmm. 3 weeks from Thursday. So it's not far. That's not far at all.
I love how the NBA has the finals, and then you run right into the draft, right in the summer league, and then it's like you just got these anticipation months before the season starts, and we didn't get that last year. Everything was so rushed and thrown together that we didn't get this experience last year, but we get it again this year, and I can't wait. I love that end of season run where it's draft, summer league, and then you're anticipating to see your rookies on the court in real life. So that's always something I love about the NBA, and it's coming soon.
It's coming soon, baby. It's coming soon, baby.
Mm-hmm.
We'll talk about that coming up, and a whole lot more over the next 3 hours. So if you want to join us, how do you do that? Let me test this. Check this out. Watch this. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Zach, how do you do it?
I'm good.
See, right out of the.
I'm good.
Oh, baby.
Hey, what
That's not what I said.
That's not what you said.
No.
So what did you say?
I said, how do you do it? How do you get? How
He
do
was
you
trying to
get
see
involved
What?
in
Get on the text
show?
line?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you just texting 360-8255. It's the same
text-
as calling in to the station as well. So if you want to talk to me.
All right.
Yeah.
See what I mean? Locked and loaded, baby. He is locked in and he is ready to shine. He is locked in on this show.
Well, Zach's
Just
missing.
boom.
Zach's missing an off day too. He's coming back from vacation. You know.
Yeah. He was back yesterday though.
Yeah, but I'm saying that was kind of an adrenaline day. You know.
Okay.
Back off vacation, ready to get back in the studio
When does he back for real? Like, when do I start?
tomorrow.
Tomorrow? Is that okay? All right. That's fine. Okay. So, yes, what you need to do is you need to call 360-8255. You could also text 360-8255. And also, yes, for those of you that are wondering, Zach is doing great. I know that's what a lot of you have been asking. We had so many phone calls, just inundated with calls. How is Zach doing? Great. Is Zach doing okay? The answer is yes. Zach's doing fine. And that was just from yesterday.
Yeah. We're doing fine. we're doing
Zach,
good.
what did you do when you now that you've come back from all this stuff? What did you do? I mean, like, you know, what did you do? What was your day back like yesterday after the show? What did you do?
I took a nap. That's one thing. Had to take in.
Okay.
Had to get in a good
Right.
nap.
Right.
You know, doing a little research, a little pre-show stuff for today.
Okay. All right. What did you what you got? What do we got? What do you got for what's our research? What have we?
Well, it's
you found anything interesting?
not really.
Okay.
Not
All right.
really. Not really. It's mostly, you know, midday stuff. You know, with Gabe,
Okay.
because Gabe is hosting middays today
Right.
as well.
So you want to make sure the Gabe's taken care of. I
Yeah.
understand that. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So we, you know,
Okay.
we're just getting all of that, you know, that little research kind of compacted together for middays.
Okay. Of course, we got we've got the Euro semifinals today with Italy and Spain, and then tomorrow England and Denmark. So
That's still
big ones,
happening?
coming up. It's still happening. Yeah, it's all through. it'll be over this weekend, but it's the semifinals are today, one of them, and then tomorrow the next one, and then you'll have the final over the weekend, and that'll be that on that. So big stuff. Great chance to jump onto FanDuel Sportsbook, by the way, and make some bets. There's nothing more fun than betting soccer. Soccer's there's the ebbs and flows of the game are a lot easier to keep up with. You know, if you do I love watching hoops, so you could do your same game parlay and have player X 20 points, 25 points, so many rebounds, and all that stuff. That's easy enough to keep up with, but it does get a little tiresome. Like, okay, did he have a rebound? Who did the assist? How many assists did soccer? Typically, it's pretty much just like your goals and that kind of thing. It's much easier to keep up with, and when someone scores and you've bet on them, ooh, baby, you want to talk about jumping up and getting excited. That's when we start to get extremely excited. So anyway, I just encourage you to check that out if you have not done that already. Now, Anthony, saying what did you do yesterday?
What did I do yesterday? It's like I did something that made some sense. Oh, I went to sleep for an extremely long time as the show was over.
Okay, all right.
I slept until it was time to do sports time.
The show
Yesterday.
The show. You slept until moments before the show.
I slept until 4:25 and then woke up and sat in my bed Indian style. Oh, sorry, crisscross applesauce. I apologize to anyone who's offended by that. Old elementary school habit. I sat crisscross applesauce in my bed and talked to who was it yesterday? Gabe and Stats. And then I got up and made some money. I talk like a drug dealer when I say I gotta get up and make some money.
Yeah, that's it. You make. That's
I got to
exactly
make some
what it
money
sounds
yesterday.
like. Got up and drove around, delivered some stuff to people. Made some money.
Made some drop offs.
Yeah,
made some
it
pickup
sounds.
drop offs. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Got money. Started off. Got back in the bed. Started another day.
Yeah.
That's all I did. Yep. Something else happened yesterday. I don't know. I got to move today. I'm probably going to kidnap Zach after midday is over.
Oh, is today the day?
Part of it, yeah.
Man.
I might be done by the time Zach is off. Who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows where this flower
Do you
grows,
really do you really want to do that though?
Do what?
Have Zach
Yeah, Zach helped me move last time. We were done in an hour.
So Zach's a good mover?
Yeah. He was
There you
late.
go,
He was
okay.
late as hell getting there. It took him 2 hours to get from
No.
East Memphis to Raleigh. But God damn. I'm actually on U-Haul.com right now trying to get a U-Haul. I can't remember what size I need. I think I need a 10 foot.
You probably should have done. I don't know. Anybody got a U-Haul that Sane can borrow? Go ahead and let him know.
Who has a U-Haul to borrow? What are you talking about? You go to U-Haul.
How about this? How about a big truck? People got big trucks
Nah,
sometimes.
we're doing one trip, one hit or quitter. We're not doing pickup trucks.
Oh, you want the whole?
Yeah, I'm not driving.
The whole
No.
Drive,
not
pick
driving
up,
10
drop
trips
off.
across town to just
Moving is no fun at all.
I don't think people understand like how cheap it is to just get a U-Haul and get your stuff done. Than it is screwing around trying to borrow a pickup truck from somebody.
Well, the problem lies within the people that you're trying to count on to get there.
But it's regardless, if you're doing that, if you got a crew, if you got your person, all I need is one person. If you got one person, two person, three, whatever you're trying to do, like screwing around with a pickup truck, toting stuff across town, nah, man, go get you a U-Haul. You can get a U-Haul for like $75 and you're done, like or less, and you've all expenses like gas, everything. Like stop, like. Mm-mm.
And you're ready to go. You're
No, I'm not. I'm not
You're
quite
ready.
at. I'm not at moving company budget. I ain't there at all. But I'm definitely at U-Haul budget. I can't do pickup truck no more. That's just preposterous. Like, no, we're not doing it.
Yeah, moving company budget's definitely different. That's
Yeah.
you want to talk about something that hit different. That'll definitely hit different.
Yeah.
But it's
I'm trying to get all my U-Haul moves in while I'm still single because your wife said, "No, you gotta get a mover. Back the TV in."
Hey, number one, I was happy to do a move. The last time we moved was the first time we ever did one of those moving companies. I was so thrilled to do it. Couldn't have been happier. No
Yeah,
problem. at all.
I'm not there yet.
I'm not ready to. Nope. No, I'm not. I was like, nope. I'm sick of. We've moved. We moved a bunch, and I keep no. I'm not loading the thing up. We did the pickup trucks thing last time with somebody's truck that we borrowed. Is no. I could do it. We can do it that way. No, I'm happy. I'm happy doing it that way. That's just fine. No problem.
Yeah, I ain't at that level. Budget,
it was good. I gotta say, it was nice. I hope. Well, I'm not gonna hopefully move too much more, but if I do, I don't want to do it. And I had a friend of mine that gave me a classic text over the weekend that I actually missed and didn't miss on purpose, missed inadvertently. Needed some help to move something, and I was like, oh nope. Offering the classic pizza and beer.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
usually what it does.
No, man, when I was like, no problem. 5, sure. 30, 40, no. Pizza and beer doesn't have the same appeal for a move that it used to. I'll be happy to help my friend move, but you don't do pizza and beer. Just the
But
beer.
Pete, it's good to know that I can't call you if I needed you to do.
You can call me. That doesn't mean I'll answer, but you can definitely call me. But text me and let me know that's why you're calling, so I can make sure that I know what the deal is. That's very important. No, for real, I was I inadvertently completely missed it. Just one of those things. I was out of pocket, out of town a little bit, so these things happen. But yeah, in any event, all right. So have you got this thing done? You look like you're very focused on the.
I'm going
situation.
through I'm going through the reservation process now.
Okay. Can we all help you on that on this or?
I think I got it.
Okay. All right. We need to do the best we can to make sure you're you're good on that. All right, so as we said, we have the NBA Finals starting tonight, and there are a lot of little subplots that are mixing into the finals. One of them that's interesting, because it was kind of jarring, it was kind of cool, it was kind of different. Obviously, it's never happened before to see Chris Paul standing there in front of an NBA Finals backdrop. It's been so long in his career, and he's never had the opportunity to be in a stage this big. So, good for him. But one of the things that he talked about as a result of that was the fact that he is also the president of the Players Association, in addition to being Chris Paul of the Phoenix Suns. And, with a NBA Finals and NBA playoffs that's been beset by injuries, he was able to address some of the comments about the schedule and how tight the schedule was, the compactness of things, how there just wasn't that much time away, all those things that we had talked about being contributing factors to some of these issues that had cropped up. And he said it was a conversation that the players had over the offseason, which is something that we've talked about before, that for people that kind of unilaterally blame the league or the schedule makers or whatever, just remember that this is something that had to be approved and had to be collectively discussed and collectively dealt with. And so Chris Paul would be the one that would deal with that on the players' side, as a representative. And he said, there's a ton of guys in the executive committee who are working hard on things right now as we speak, day in and day out, traveling. I wish you guys knew all the things that were going on. Injuries are always unfortunate. You hate to have them. But just like when we went to the bubble, everything was discussed as far as the players and the full body of players. Everything that's good for this guy, that guy might not be the same for this other guy, but everything has always been a conversation. And it's going to continue to be that way. So if people don't like it, then everybody has the same opportunity to be part of those conversations. And so kind of I wouldn't say a shot, but just kind of a reminder to LeBron and whoever else that that has been openly critical of this, that if they want to address the substance of those issues, they can in a different way. I think that's a fair comment from Chris Paul, because as we've talked about before, I think I was talking about with Gabe yesterday on middays. The NBA, they really should. If you're asking me, they should use this opportunity to make this be the calendar going forward, and have the finals be mid-July, draft right after the finals in late July, summer league in early August, time away, all that stuff. Or even if you want to push those back a little bit, that's fine. But whatever it is, give the players a significant off season and start back up for Christmas,
right? So
that you are ready to roll, have training camps, everything else right then. So get back. That's a better calendar to me. It avoids more of the college football season. That almost entirely avoids the college football regular season, and it avoids a big chunk of the NFL as well as baseball, the World Series, all that stuff. It gives you a much better window, and it extends you into summer when you have basically the only competition is Major League Baseball regular season, which is pretty lengthy and all. You got some golf majors and stuff. Whatever. That's not that big of a deal. I don't know why they wouldn't pivot that way, especially because now you could do it. Choosing not to do that means you're going to have another shortened off season. You're going to have another shortened run, and you're going to have another regular season where you're going to try to get 82 games in with players that haven't had any kind of major off season like normal, especially the ones that are in Chris Paul's position. So I just I don't know, Shane. I think this is a missed opportunity as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, I agree as well. I think that they should keep the schedule kind of like how they have it and push it even farther back, like you said, with the NBA starting around Christmas Day. I've felt that this whole time of the pandemic. I do like this late summer run as far as when the draft happens, summer league. I would like to see the finals push further into this dead time of sports right now. So yeah, I totally agree. And Chris Paul kind of gives off what's that game? You remember that game, Final Fight? The old side-scrolling game. You remember Mike Hager? That was the mayor, who was the mayor and the guy that had to go out there and fight too. That's how I think about it. Whenever I hear they say Chris Paul is president of the Players Association, like I imagine him like having a half-cocked suit on and going out there and playing.
Having the suit, and then he had the one strap on the suspenders
suspenders
with the pants and all that. Yeah,
I see Chris Paul going out there with a cigar in his mouth.
Chris not as jacked as Hagar or whatever. He's not as jacked as him.
Who was also a wrestler and the mayor at the same time.
Well, I love the fact that his response to his daughter being kidnapped, I believe, is what happened in that game. His daughter was kidnapped. His reaction was to just go out, take his shirt off, and just beat
everybody he sees.
Dozens and dozens of people.
Thugs who line up to fight him.
Any regular old criminals may not be a criminal. Men, women. I mean, he didn't matter. He was beating up sex workers on the street. Yeah. He was beating up wrestlers. You name it. It didn't matter. I can imagine, if Mayor Strickland decided one day to just clean up the streets himself and just get out there with.
I don't think that the criminals of Memphis will line up.
Mayor Harris and Mayor Strickland tag teaming it up and just starting to. Yeah, I don't think that would be too intimidating.
But you got to have more than just you had the mayor, then you had some other guys that were good fighters.
Yeah, you had the boyfriend of his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
And then
his buddy,
the other guy,
his
buddy. I'm not really sure what the buddy. I'm not sure what the buddy's doing.
Yep. Final fight was awesome.
Hey guys, can I come fight too? I guess
sure.
So.
We need an extra person.
That's fine.
Come on, guy.
We could use some help. Literally named Guy.
Yeah, what's his name? Guy. Oh, okay.
Just Guy. Guy.
Okay.
Get in there, Guy. Get in there, Guy. Come on, let's go. And it was not, in fact, the final fight. Totally.
Because his daughter got kidnapped again.
False advertising. Yeah, I think she really just had a problem, man. I ain't
gonna lie. Sabrina would only have one time to get kidnapped, and I actually jump in. After that, you need to make some lifestyle changes, Sabrina. I got you the first time. Second time, nah. Why did you get kidnapped twice?
I'll do it, but it's not gonna be a joyous. Hey, listen.
You're gonna have a good talking to.
Listen here, little lady. All right. Come on, sit down. Let's talk it out.
Exactly.
Talk it out. So we'll talk. Let's speaking of talk it out. We'll talk it out. We'll talk about the finals itself from a basketball perspective. When we come back, we'll give you updates on the Rachel Nichols situation, because there was an apology. We'll hear from Rachel Nichols coming up. Zach, I know you're on that. I'm sure we'll get that Rachel Nichols apology ready to go. We'll talk about that. Plus, I got some. I got something you're gonna really be intrigued by, Anthony Sain. I'm excited about it.
Sounds good.
Something I've been doing a little research into myself, do a little reading, and I think you're gonna enjoy some of these stories. We'll talk about that. When we come back, it is just getting underway here on this very nice, little warm, humid, what would you expect, Tuesday morning. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Sports Time with Wallow and Stacks. Weekdays from 3 to 6 on Sports 56, 98.5 FM and 96.1 FM.
They've raised the bar again at Homer Skelton Hyundai and Genesis of Olive Branch. I like to say this is the new standard, the way car business should be done. And to prove it, out of 355 dealers in America that sell Genesis cars, the one in Olive Branch, Genesis of Olive Branch, was top 50 in the country, top 10 in the region, and number 2 in the district. And guess what? They want to be number 1. That means there are opportunities out there for you. It's the safest, and every new latest bit of technology that makes the experience of driving a car better, they've got it at Genesis of Olive Branch. If we start with the G70, the highest performing car I've ever owned, all the way to the G80 or the G90, the biggest of the sedans, you'll love everything about the car. If you would like to try the new SUV, the GV80, you call Vinny Gerard at 662-890-6684. He will bring it out to you.
Hi, I'm Tito Beveridge, founder and master distiller at Tito's Handmade Vodka. In 1997, I started the first micro distillery in the state of Texas with my dog, Dog Joe, at my side. We're still working with dogs out at the distillery after all these years. Learn more about how dogs are a part of life here at Tito's Handmade Vodka at vodkafordogpeople.com. Tito's Handmade Vodka is made from corn and naturally gluten-free. Cheers. 80 proof Tito's Handmade Vodka, distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. Tito'sVodka.com.
Hi, this is John Conway with Conway Services. Have you noticed your air conditioning system never breaks down at a good time? We know at Conway Services the timing's not always right to replace your air conditioning system. That's why we have financing options available. Right now, during the dog days of summer, get your new Carrier air conditioning system for as low as $99 per month. That's right, Conway Services has new Carrier air conditioning systems for as low as $99 per month. Now you could do that. Plus, your new air conditioning system comes with a 10-year parts warranty and a free Nest thermostat. And you know, with Conway Services, you'll be receiving our award-winning service every time. So call Conway Services, the Mid-South's premier heating, cooling, plumbing, and electric service company at 384-3511. That's 384-3511. And the first 30 callers with a 10-year-old air conditioning system will come out and inspect it absolutely free.
Call 384-3511. Conway Services. Call Conway today.
Upgrade your commute at Acura of Memphis. Seize the thrill and test drive one of our award-winning models, each packed with cutting-edge technology, luxurious amenities, and a driving experience that's sure to awaken your inner self. Driving shouldn't be a chore, it should be an adventure. Advance your drive today, shop our aggressive lease and finance options now, luxury is waiting at Acura of Memphis, or shop online 24/7, visit AcuraofMemphis.com.
Sports 56 traffic.
We got a new accident on the road this morning. Accident on Thomas Street at Whitney Avenue. That's Thomas at Whitney Avenue. Also, still working the accident from this morning on Rock Creek Parkway at Germantown Parkway. That's Rock Creek at Germantown. And then also crash on Singleton Parkway at Austin P Highway. And that is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
She had a place in his life.
Oh, yeah. Undertaker.
As she rises to her power.
My Undertaker. Oh, no, King. Here's his brother.
CP3. What's up with y'all, man?
Oh, no.
Zach.
What a fool for Lee.
He sound like a mixture of Michael McDonald and Dracula.
I just thought about something, Peter.
Oh, yes.
I just thought about something, Peter.
What's that?
Now, Zach, Zach can be off the hook. Zach probably not going to help me move today.
Oh, okay.
Really?
But,
all right.
But.
Okay.
But.
We are getting out tonight.
Uh-oh.
Allegedly.
Okay.
Unless a young lady says she want to go with me, then Zach, you're on your own.
Like it's understandable. It's understandable.
I'm gonna call you and say, yeah, Zach. Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
So we have soft tentative plans to get out tonight.
Okay. Doing what?
Comedy show.
Who's comedifying?
Open mic.
Are you doing it?
No.
Is Zach going to do
now,
it?
you know, if I was going, it would have been an event. I would have been talking about it on the radio, trying to get everybody to come out.
Is Zach going to do it?
No.
Is it our buddy Mike from Memphis?
Mm-hmm. I guess I assume he's doing it.
So you don't even you don't know for sure?
No, I don't really care. Okay. Man, I'm moving back to Midtown, man. Whatever's going down every night of the week, I'm going to be there. I'm a Midtown guy.
Okay. All right. Going down. There you go. It's happening. It's happening. Just like tonight. You're not going to watch the finals tonight?
Some of it.
Okay. All right. Which part?
Whatever happens before and after when I'm not at the comedy thing. I might watch it on my phone, my iPad.
Well, let me say this, that you can watch it too, of course, with our friends at FanDuel Sportsbook because, as you know, it is an opportunity for you to jump in there and do a little something special. You can make a little money on the NBA, which is a terrific job. The NBA Finals, they've got a special promotion that's going on during the finals. New users get 30-1 odds on either the Suns or the Bucks to win their next game. So tonight you can win $150 on a $5 bet. If you've never jumped in on FanDuel Sportsbook, now is the time to do it. And if you feel like the Suns are going to take care of business the way I do, Suns are a 6-point favorite tonight at home. But there are even more ways to win during the NBA Finals on FanDuel Sportsbook because you've got the same game parlays, of course. You've got all of the player props that are a lot of fun. By the way, today is also $5 Dinger Tuesdays in Major League Baseball. So if you place a $25+ wager on any player to hit a home run on Tuesday, and I hope you've been betting on my man Ohtani because Ohtani's been killing it lately. You get a $5 bonus in site credit for every home run hit in the game tonight. So that means if you want to bet Ohtani every time the Angels hit one, anybody else hits one, boom, that's $5 more in site credit, up to $25 for you. It's fantastic. It's perfect. It's FanDuel Sportsbook. There's a reason why FanDuel Sportsbook continues to be America's #1 sportsbook. All you have to do is download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and sign up using promo code BIGHEAD to get in on the action. Tonight, NBA Finals, MLB Dinger Tuesday, it's all there for you. Again, download the FanDuel Sportsbook and use promo code BIGHEAD on the app. When you sign up, BIGHEAD is the promo code to get in on all the action. Must be 21 or older and present in Tennessee. First online real money wager only. For risk-free bet, refund and bonus issued is non-withdrawable site credit that expires in 7 days. Max bonus, $25 per game. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call TN Redline 1-800-889-9789. Okay, so tonight, Suns -6. Real quick, do you have a feel on the game?
Suns will win. Because if you get Giannis back, he's not going to be 100%. The Bucks could very well be down 0-2 before Giannis gets back. But I can see them, winning in 1 or 2 games once they get their home games.
Yeah, I think. Do you think that you think Giannis is going to be part of the action?
Not tonight, no. They're probably look at this game as we probably would have lost this game regardless if Giannis was playing or not. So we'll take that L tonight.
Yeah, I think that I don't know. To me, he may try to do it. Like he's that kind of a determined guy. Mm-hmm. It might be more judicious for them to sit him down. But
it reminds me of the Donovan Mitchell thing. I think they may take it out of his control. I think they won't let him play.
Yeah. Well, I mean, for all the controversy that happened at the time of the Donovan Mitchell situation, then it worked out pretty well for Donovan Mitchell, actually, and it worked out pretty well for the Jazz. So it wasn't a bad decision, although it looked at the time, and there may still be some issues there. We'll see what the Jazz happen in the offseason. How do you break that series down? What do you think happens? On the court, Suns, Bucks. Who deserves it more? Who would you rather see win?
Oh, the Suns.
Me too.
I'd love to see Chris Paul. When you're talking about, there are guys that you have, emotional reasons why you want to see them get a ring. But when you're talking about an all-timer, like at one of the best ever at his position, who was probably the best point guard in the league for a very long stretch, you want to see that guy leave with a championship. And then, especially in a situation where it's not like he decided this summer, oh, man, I got to get to Phoenix, or, get me to Phoenix. He was just – Phoenix said, okay, we can go from a non-playoff team to a playoff team if we add Chris Paul. Let's see how that works out. And Chris Paul, he was, I'm sure he was down for it eventually, but I'm sure he wasn't ecstatic to be going there. I'm sure he would have liked to prefer to have gone to, the Lakers or with LeBron and AD or whatever, or some other team. But he's made the best out of it, and here he is with a chance to win in his first NBA World Championship, playing for a team that he didn't really choose to go to. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'd love to see this situation happen. I hate to see a team like Phoenix pass us, but it also gives us hope that when you see a team that was outside of the playoffs, made some smart moves in the offseason, took a big risk in the offseason, and look at your playoff. You're in the NBA Finals, so in a year. So.
Yeah, I mean, they've certainly passed They passed the Grizzlies whether they win or not. They definitely passed.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It didn't happen. It didn't happen. It didn't take long for it to happen.
That's why I say, man, we're not the Grizzlies. I know this isn't about the Grizzlies, but we're not. This isn't ahead of schedule. We're not in the ahead of schedule mode anymore. You're in. Let's go ahead and do this mode. To me, and we'll see.
But you look at the tortured tale of how the Suns got here and the amount of pain.
10 years.
Yeah. But they got the right guy in charge. Both in the GM
and they went from
space
they went from on the hump of being on right outside the playoffs to finals in a year. So that's what I mean. This isn't ahead of schedule year again for the Grizzlies. You're not ahead of anything.
No, and I think and the other thing that was talked about, we talked about yesterday with Gabe and Clayton Collier was
the segment I turned down yesterday. What I turned down?
Yeah, I'll let you turn down.
Oh yeah, my bad.
No, I was happy to help though. Unlike you, but that's just me. I'm just a giver.
Well, I was on Sports Time, so I couldn't do both in one day. So.
Yeah, no, I'd already turned that down
years ago.
over years ago. No, but what they had asked, like, do you think there's an asterisk beside any of these titles with the Lakers last year, the Suns or the Bucks this year, whoever wins? No, I don't think there's any asterisk at all. I mean, injuries are a factor almost every year, and you remember when the Warriors decided to bring back
the same thing. I said the same thing before Thursday.
And just tore his Achilles, and that was that. Did anyone say the Raptors didn't deserve their championship? No, it's just that. Injuries happen, and there may be some more injuries this year than other years, but that's just the way it is. You deal with the circumstances as they are there. That's the way that it goes.
Yep.
So, no, you don't begrudge anyone a championship, no matter how it happens. Somebody's going to win it, and you're going to face legitimate opposition. So yeah, whoever wins I'm just not a believer in asterisks. There would have to be some extremely weird situation to get an asterisk for an NBA championship.
Yeah, they asked the same question to me at when I was on Sports Time yesterday, and I referred to the Golden State Warriors' first championship when they had a very convenient run where every team they played, their starting point guard was out. You remember that first year they won, including Mike Conley, including Patrick Beverly, and I can't remember who all they beat in that run. Oh, Kyrie Irving in the finals. Like everybody, they were down. Every team was down to their starting point guard. So, we still look at that team as one of the better teams we've seen in NBA history. You know what I mean? So, like you said, injuries are part of. I don't do the asterisk thing, man. Staying healthy and staying available is part of the game. And if you're not able to do that, I mean, nobody's going to put an asterisk unless the Hawks have won. That's the only way I would do it.
That's exactly right. When we come back, we'll
let's not be silly.
Let's not be silly. That would be crazy, of course. The Hawks winning one. Get out of here. Like that's ever going to happen.
Yeah, ever.
Ever in the history of it, like that's ever going to happen. Come on, you got to be kidding me. When we come back, I want. There's a couple things I want to. One story. I wouldn't even call it a story, but I'm learning some things. I think it's fascinating, and I want to share them with you, Anthony. Saying, and by extension, I want to share them with the people out there. 360-8255 as we continue live in local sports 56 morning. Stick around.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ. Listen to us daily on AM 560, 98.5 FM, and 96.1 FM.
This is Sheldon Rosengarten with Marks Bensdorf Realtors. I'm often called Shell Done because I sell homes and work with buyers and I get the job done. There are 7 keys to successfully selling your home quickly at a great price. First, call me. I do my research and advise you on preparation, presentation, and proper pricing that gets you the activity to get the best price. Follow my advice and it can happen. I did mention 7 keys to a successful sale, didn't I? Well, if you use the first key, calling or emailing me, you really don't need the next 6 keys. Remember, that's Sheldon Rosengarten at 483-0546 or MemphisRelocate.com. If you don't need me now, write it down for later or for a friend at Sheldon at 483-0546 at MemphisRelocate.com. Do it now, and who knows, you may hear your home advertised here. Remember, as bad a golfer as I am, when selling homes, Shell Dunn gets it done.
If the pandemic's taught us anything, it's that the easiest way for germs to get into your body is the nose. We all know how to wash our hands, but how do you clean your nose? For over 2 million Americans, the answer is Navage Nasal Care. Navage uses powered suction to flush out allergens, mucus, and germs that cause congestion, colds, and flu, so you can breathe better, sleep deeper, snore less, and feel healthier. Better yet, Navage is all natural and drug-free. That's why one of America's top respiratory hospitals recommends nasal irrigation to stay healthy, explaining that bacteria and viruses thrive in warm and moist environments, and that you can wash away those germs so they don't make your nose their home. Experience Navage at zero risk. Go to Navage.com, buy Navage, and use it for a month. If you're not delighted, return it for a full refund. There's nothing to lose and a lifetime of better breathing to gain. Also available at Target, Walgreens, CVS, Bed Bath, and Rite Aid. Navage, Navage.
I want to do some bragging rights. Hey, I was just the other day overhearing a conversation with Big Mike, the manager of DeSoto Auto Sales. They've got people buying cars all over the country. North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, Arkansas, Texas. People from all over the country buy cars at DeSoto Auto Sales in Olive Branch, Mississippi. Why? DeSoto Auto Sales has the most stringent car inspection in America. They get it right the first time. Quality and low mileage, factory warranty on most vehicles. My favorite part is the people who work there. Big Mike, all the employees are professional, friendly, and go that extra mile. Expect as you walk in the door, you're treated like family. DeSoto Auto Sales understands your time matters. We can help you find your dream car and get all the paperwork finished in less than an hour. Come see us at DeSoto Auto Sales and be part of our family. Have a great buying experience every time. 662-890-7184.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
And I'm getting closer than I ever thought I might. And I can't fight this feeling anymore. I've forgotten what I started fighting for. It's time to bring this ship into the shore.
Come on now. Throw away the oars forever. Come on now. Everybody. Hands side to side. Let's go. Come on. No. Saying you look bemused. You look sort of, you having trouble with your U-Haul.
I'm just going to go after the show. I can't do the online thing. Their online thing always either doesn't work or I'll just go in person.
Okay. But if you run a U-Haul place, let us know at 360-8255. Anthony Sane may be coming by.
And then you have places that aren't like official U-Hauls, and they'll say, yeah, we got this available. Then you get to, no, we ain't got that available. You know what I mean? Like it'll be like some mini storage on the side of the road. They've got like two trucks.
Yeah.
Two.
Me-Haul.
Yeah. No, it'll be a U-Haul, but they're not official U-Haul. They're like a sub thing or whatever. It's like they've got trucks, but they're not U-Haul. And online they'll say they got it available, and it's like, no, I don't have it. So I'd rather just go and see who's got one.
I ain't got nothing.
I ain't got time to screw around with these folks, man.
That's right. No, it's all business today. You're making your move.
Be available, Zach. I might come. You know, as soon as you get off the air, I might just come scoop you.
Our friend One Pretty Pearl says Zach's praying that Saint's not gonna need him. Saint.
No, but
speaking
Zach,
of which,
did I have you a long time last time, Zach? We were done in less than an hour.
No, yeah.
You had it ready to go.
Yeah.
And you guys went out for pizza and beer.
Mm-mm.
Vegan pizza, vegan beer, vegan non-alcoholic beer.
I was like, Zach, I don't even know how to. I don't even know how to like feed you. That's what I was saying when we were out. I was like, I don't even know what to do with you. Do we go get a salad or something? What is it? I don't have time.
What do you do?
Salads
Do you
are
go to the farmer's market and get some vegetables, just some fresh veggies, or what are we?
V8 juice. What are we doing?
Yeah.
V8 splash.
Salads
to be wild a little bit.
Salads are boring. They're
Zach,
boring.
you eat V8 splash?
Yeah. What do you
drink
eat?
V8
What do you eat?
Like, what do you mean what I eat?
What do you eat?
Like, what do you
I just never understand. So if salads are boring, you're a vegetarian.
No, because see,
Zach, shut up. This is about to be dumb. You're about to say something.
It's not dumb.
Preposterous.
It's not dumb because when I go out with people, everybody's first thought is, we didn't know that you couldn't eat at this restaurant. Maybe they have a salad for you. I'm like, nobody wants a salad, man.
The people say stuff that kind of tick you off when they come down to it. I'm sure it does.
Yeah.
What do you eat?
Like food.
What do you eat?
What do you eat? I eat food.
No, but what do you eat?
No, I'm serious. What do you eat?
No, I'm serious right now. Like, what do you eat though? Where should Saint take? What's
should
the
I take
spot
you
to
to
go
pay
to?
I mean, like I'm a burger guy. Like I like a good burger. So like, Backyard Burger has a veggie burger there.
When
like,
somebody says I'm a burger guy,
because right now
the man says I'm a burger guy. Saying, what am I supposed to do with that?
So
I'm a burger guy.
I am
vegetarian.
Like at some
I'm
point,
a veggie burger guy.
At some point this week, I will make my way over to Five Guys and get me a veggie burger there, a veggie sandwich.
They sell it?
Yes.
Hold on, just a veggie sandwich or a veggie burger?
It's a veggie sandwich. I want to say.
A salad sandwich.
So it's like a portobello mushroom or something?
That's what Gabe calls. No, he means just a burger with just the toppings, no meat in there.
I can't remember
a salad.
All that was
Gabe
on.
calls it a salad sandwich.
Sure,
it is a salad sandwich. You got to have something else on there. You can't just have the toppings and the bread. That's a salad. You got to have like a meat or a meat equivalent, like the portobello mushroom.
Yeah, something to hold that joint together.
You don't
portobello
have
mushroom
to.
is you do, or it's not a burger. It's a salad. Gabe is absolutely right. It's a salad sandwich. That's exactly what it is. It's not a burger.
So
the burger part is the key. If you just say, "Oh man, I'm really craving a burger," and you go and eat lettuce, tomato, and bread, then that's a sandwich. I mean, that's a salad. That's not a sandwich.
So that's the same.
I guess you could put it in a sandwich, but like that's
so that's the same way with Subway with their veggie sub as well, because
because it's not just lettuce.
You're not
and
calling
tomato.
it a burger though, is that?
Yeah, I mean, number one, and it's still not just lettuce and tomato. It's like the burger fixins. If you just get fixins on it, then that's just a
salad sandwich.
You gotta have something that like ties the whole thing together, like
right.
the main event. You gotta have some kind of a burgerish thing, whether that's a veggie burger or a Impossible Patty or a portobello mushroom. There's got to be something that's meat-ish, or else it's
You take a trip to Five Guys to go get a salad sandwich?
Well, it's not a salad sandwich. It's grilled onions, mushrooms, peppers with cheese, lettuce, tomato, and everything.
So it's like a cheesesteak without the steak.
Well, you can get that at McDonald's for $1. But you're driving to Five
You
Guys.
can't get the grill. No, it wouldn't be as good. It wouldn't be as good. It wouldn't be as good. I'm with you there.
You paying Five Guys prices for that? How much they charge you for that?
I don't know. It's been a minute since I went to Five
Probably
Guys.
Five Guys, I'd charge you like a double cheeseburger to them. That'd be $8 for a salad sandwich.
Salad sandwich.
That sounds good. I mean,
Boy,
that sounds good. If you, but that sounds good. Like, what are we doing?
You want to see those grill marks in that tomato, don't you?
No, you don't have to.
The lettuce with grill mark lettuce.
So
delicious grilled lettuce, baby.
You don't have to.
Is this leading up to what you had to ask me, Peter?
No, not at all.
No.
We took a total lead.
This is a detour.
A little side turn here. What I was going to ask you about, what I was going to talk to you about, not so much ask, but just kind of inform you of, hopefully, is I like to. I'm a bit of a I enjoy to reading books here and there. Books are always fun, and there's a book that I've started on, and I think you'll find it very interesting, called "Can't Knock the Hustle" by a guy named Matt Sullivan, who's a investigative journalist. But it's a behind the scenes of the formation and the season of the Brooklyn Nets this year with KD, Kyrie, the whole James Harden situation, and all that stuff. And
I thought it was about third-party T-shirts.
No. Although it could well be. Maybe someday it will be. But for now, it's not. But it's a fascinating book. So far, I'm about 20% through, I'd say, and already it's really good. So this guy Matt Sullivan had tremendous access throughout all of this. Like, he was embedded with KD, with Kyrie. He had there's all kinds of stuff in there that has never been reported before. But some of the things that are pretty fascinating that I've seen so far, and we'll have a lot more hopefully as things go on. But the amount of stuff saying that these guys that comes along with Kyrie, KD, they had set this thing up back in Rio in 2016, and they wanted to do this along with DeAndre Jordan for a while. And so once the Nets started to do it, once they started to put together, the amount of money that the Nets allocate for stuff for these guys is, and when I say stuff, I mean like a house rental in Los Angeles, like a house rental for somebody's girlfriend, a house rental for somebody's side chick, a house rental for some other friend of a friend, being able to fly on a private plane if you're a buddy of, KD, flying out equipment to various spots. The amount of just side stuff that goes into creating a super team, and what these guys ask for is pretty extraordinary. And even by the standards that we've talked about, it's just a reminder that the Nets went into this, and the Nets wanted to become part of this, and they did that by saying we're going to overlook a lot of stuff. Because you're not allowed to rent homes for girlfriends. That's illegal. That's against the NBA's collective bargaining agreement. But they do it anyway. You're not allowed to do a lot of this stuff. It's a circumvention of the salary cap, but they do it anyway because that's the price that you pay for creating this super team. And this is what they want. This is what KD wants. This is what Kyrie wanted. This is what James Harden. This is what these guys wanted as a result of this. Taurean Prince was telling a story about how he went to KD's house in L.A. when he was rehabbing for his Achilles. And Taurean Prince comes from nothing. He was just part of that trade. They traded Alan Crabb for him to Atlanta to try to get off of some of that money. And he was just saying that he's got he had like he grew up like sleeping on streets. Like he was homeless until he was through high school. Mm-hmm. And so he just could not believe walking through this house the amount of stuff that was there for a rental, for what is essentially a rental. There are 12 beds. And he said he went and go sleep on each and every bed because he'd lay on one bed and go lay on the next bed, go lay on the next bed, go lay on the next bed, just to go and do it. They shipped over a hyperbaric chamber to KD when he was rehabbing, and they couldn't even get it to work.
Oh, man.
He and his friends could not even get it to work, so they shipped over a hyperbaric chamber for nothing. They shipped a zero-gravity treadmill for him. And again, all this stuff, it just the layers of stardom, it's extraordinary. And it was just really interesting to think about. That's the mindset. So when the Grizzlies, as things go on, this is what, if you want to start talking about getting big-time guys, that's part of big-time guys is you have to have big-time accompaniments and accommodations, let's say.
Yeah. You want a Central Barbecue in your backyard? Hey, we got you.
We got you. What do you want? You want a giant piece of artwork with an eyeball, which is what KD's got. He's got a giant eyeball artwork in there. You want that? Okay, you got it. No problem. What else you need?
Exactly. Hey, sign me up
whatever
for
they ask for. Whatever they ask for.
Sign me up for it.
Is what they get. And he says,
what stores does Bradley Beal's wife like to shop here? Let's get those built somewhere near wherever they might be living.
I mean, I think you just got to fly her out to where
that works too.
Are. I think that's what you're going to have to do.
I got a friend who's getting his private jet license as we speak. Oh, I can't wait till you get that joint.
I got a friend. That's what he does. He's a pilot. He's a private pilot.
For real?
He can. For real.
Yeah, my partner. He's trying to do that right now.
He does like corporate. He does the corporate thing with all the Learjets and stuff. Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Pretty good gig actually. Not too bad. It's got to be on call is the only thing, but not too shabby. If I like to fly, I'd probably fly some, but I just don't care for it. Not my thing. I'm not that baller. Similar. It's exactly like cheese because I'll fly in certain situations. I don't love to do it. I'll eat cheese in certain situations, but I never.
So
really
you never had the desire to fly to New York just to get a slice of pizza, and then swing through Philly to get a cheese a piece of cheesecake. Might hang around and get a cheesesteak.
It's a beautiful life.
Then fly to Georgia to get a peach. Then go to China to get some shrimp fried rice or something.
That's right.
You ain't on that level of baller, man.
No, I'm not. No, I ride my bike over to Genghis Grill.
It's Genghis Grill. You remember when Genghis Grill was like the rave? You remember that? When they were like,
oh yeah, man.
That run ended abruptly.
Oh, I like it though. I like it. It's good. There's a couple of little revelations I've already picked up from this book. It's really, really good. I encourage you to check it out. But there's a couple other we'll get to on the other side involving KD. We'll talk about that. We continue here live and local. 360-8255 Real Sports Talk. Sports 56 98.5 96.1.
They've raised the bar again at Homer Skelton Hyundai and Genesis of Olive Branch. I like to say this is the new standard, the way car business should be done. And to prove it, out of 355 dealers in America that sell Genesis cars, the one in Olive Branch, Genesis of Olive Branch, was top 50 in the country, top 10 in the region, and number 2 in the district. And guess what? They want to be number 1. That means there are opportunities out there for you. It's the safest, and every new latest bit of technology that makes the experience of driving a car better, they've got it at Genesis of Olive Branch. If we start with the G70, the highest performing car I've ever owned, all the way to the G80 or the G90, the biggest of the sedans, you'll love everything about the car. If you would like to try the new SUV, the GV80, you call Vinny Gerard at 662-890-6684. He will bring it out to you.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I'm Brian Elder. The great Kimmons Wilson of Holiday Inn had a slogan: the best surprise is no surprise. And that's so true. When I sit at your kitchen table, you're going to understand exactly what I'm going to do to your roof. From the underlayment to the hip shingles and ventilation, the flashing, the wood repairs, the cleanup, the crew safety, the warranty. It's amazing how many customers sign contracts being told none of that stuff. But the best surprise is no surprise. Insurance claims. Talk to your friends. More and more claims are being rejected, and only experienced claim specialists are getting those terrible decisions overturned. So if you don't hire me, please hire someone to manage the process with the experience to see it through. The best surprise is no surprise. 867-0303 or BrianElderRoofing.com.
Call 867-0303. Brian Elder's Roofing Solutions.
I know the sweetest thing in Memphis, and I know it's been around for 115 years. You know, I'm talking about Dinstall's, and it's time to stock up heavy on Cashew Crunch, Heavenly Crunch, Turtlettes, all of your favorite Dinstall's treats. So easy to get. The sweetest thing in Memphis, all you have to do is head to Laurelwood or head to Germantown and Poplar right across from the hospital, or go where they make the candies. That's on Pleasant View. There's nothing that says Memphis better than Cashew Crunch with that little tinge of coconut, or the Turtlettes. Let's face it, there's nothing better than Dinstall's chocolate. That's the mainstay of all candies, isn't it? Milk, chocolate, although their dark chocolate is pretty darn good. And if you get the peppermint with the dark chocolate and put it in the freezer, you're going to love it. So many ways to love Dinstals. Stock up heavy on all of your favorite Dinstals treats. 115 years of making Memphis oh so sweet.
If you're going on vacation, making a college campus visit, or if business takes you out of town, there's just no better place to board your dog than Barks and Recreation, 965 Reddock Cove between Bud Davis Cadillac and the Blue Plate Cafe in East Memphis. Boarding, daycare, grooming, we have the best of everything at Barks. Indoor-outdoor kennels so your family member can go in and out as they please. Indoor and outdoor play areas. 4 walks a day. Group play and individual attention from the best staff in the Mid-South, which includes an overnight staff to ensure the safety and comfort of your pet 24 hours a day. All reasons to choose Barks and Recreation above all other boarding and daycare facilities. BarksDaycare.com or 509-0909. Check us out and make your reservations now at BarksDaycare.com. If your dog could speak, he'd say Barks.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, W253DF Memphis, and WIVG Tunica Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Sports 56 traffic.
Right now, we got the right shoulder blocked on I-40 West at Chelsea Avenue. That's I-40 West at Chelsea Avenue, where we got a couple of vehicles on the right side. No accidents, but they're blocking the right shoulder there. Also, we have debris on the roads at I-40 at Walford. TDOT is on the scene to clear that, so that you shouldn't have any trouble there. Still working on accidents on Thomas Street at Whitney Avenue. Crash on Rock Creek Parkway at Germantown Parkway, and also still working to crash on Singleton Parkway at Austin P Highway. And that is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
And yesterday was all we had. And oh, after the love was gone, how could you leave me out?
It's hour number 2. We made it. Anthony Sane, Peter Edmiston, Zacharias Boyd, master of the salad sandwich, joining you here in the Family Leisure Studios where family fun come together. It's going to be a nice, beautiful, fabulous, fantastic day with all sorts of good stuff coming your way. Probably, I'm guessing a lot of humidity. You like humidity?
No.
I hope you do. Oh, you don't? Oh, well, sorry. Too bad. Because that's unfortunately the way that it goes. It's going to be humid. It's going to be hot. It's going to be kind of nasty for the day from a sun standpoint. And then tomorrow we're going to have rain rolling in. So no rain today. Just kind of blah out there. We've been talking in hour number 1 about the Nets. I wanted to go back to that point real fast because there were a couple other little details. The essential point of it is that there's a lot more to being a super team than just signing guys. Mm-hmm. Like signing guys is that's almost a fait accompli. These guys are, especially at that level, they when they're in free agency, you are picking your team, you're picking your franchise, you're picking your surrounding stuff, you're picking everything that's around free. How that's going to work? It's just not very policed. I mean, it will be more, and the NBA's kind of looked into it, but it's just really, there's ways around all that stuff. You don't.
Why are we policing it?
Well, because it's not. If you want to have fairness,
I was trying to stay locked into what you were talking about, but you were saying things that are violating. Like what? How? Like I don't understand why that has anything to do with it.
You cannot compensate. You're not allowed to provide outside compensation for players.
Oh, outside of their salary.
Exactly, right. Allowed to provide their salary, but you're allowed to then say, we're going to give you a house. We're going to give your girlfriend a house. We're going to give your side chick a house. We're going to rent out facilities for your family. That's not allowed. That's compensation. So just like you can't, because then it could be like where, I'll go to the Lakers for minimum salary if I'm LeBron, right. But then we'll make sure that I get X, Y, Z and all that, and that's not part of the salary cap. So no, that's circumvention. That's one of the big ones.
Somebody doesn't have a bigger deal then. Why you ain't hearing that?
I think it may well be. I think it may well end up being a bigger deal, but I'm surprised that it hasn't been, because a lot of it is just kind of it's not. It's nickel and dime stuff compared to like a major scandal, but it's a big. Mm-hmm. It should be a big deal. It should be. I mean, because it's unfair to the other teams who can't or who don't want to go this route.
What's stopping?
That's a big.
Let me ask you another question. Pause you where you are. What's stopping going to NIL stuff, college stuff? What's stopping car dealerships from giving these kids cars and buying these kids houses? Nothing.
Only the car dealerships, financial wherewithal.
Right.
They probably don't want to do that because they probably can't afford to do that on too many guys. But I would suspect there'll be some that do. Mm. As long as you can, say it's a name, image, and likeness thing, then yeah, it's up to the player what deal they negotiate. So if you can negotiate a car dealer X, hey, have at it.
But a booster could come in and buy a car and say, hey, I'm buying this car for you to get this kid an endorsement deal with Landers, Nissan, or whatever.
Right. Technically, I think that would still not be allowed.
But that wouldn't. I mean, how would you know?
Well, I mean, because I think all those deals still have to be like acknowledged or registered or something like that. I mean, I think they have to keep track of them.
But I'm saying, as far as who's taking care of the finances of it, you would never know that.
No, but I'm saying theoretically the NCAA would. Because you're supposed to register those deals. It's supposed to be a.
No, this is what I'm saying, Peter. Let's say I'm Mark Goodfellow,
right?
And I've got all good auto sales, and I've got a Bugatti on my lot. What's stopping Joe Schmo Tiger supporter saying, "Hey, I'll flip the bill if you make this kid for the University of Memphis, if you make him a endorser of all good auto, I'll pay for the car." What's stopping that from happening? Nothing.
I don't think anything. I mean, I think that's a business deal.
Right.
So, I mean, there's all sorts of ways that you're going to see people working through around, but that's been the way it's been,
And I'm sure similar things happen in the NBA is what I'm trying to say. I'm sure it's not Robert Parra cutting a check for a house to get.
No, but this guy, but Matt Sullivan talking about the Nets say that they budgeted out this kind of money. They budgeted out what we call
trick-off money.
Side money. Yeah. And he said they blew through it every week. They blew through the budget. These guys blew through it and then some. There was always more that was needed. There was always more that was going on. Whatever that it was something that was new. They're willing to put up with this stuff. That's really what it comes down to. And a lot of franchises don't want to necessarily do that, but that's how it is. Like, and this is one of the things that Kyrie and KD wanted to set up was this space where they could essentially, have this stuff taken care of and do what they needed to do. So, but also speaking of KD, one of the things most interesting in the book about. KD is the author had a pretty good relationship with KD, and he said all he cares about is basketball and basketball related stuff and messing with people online. He said he doesn't have a girlfriend, he doesn't go on crazy vacations, he doesn't do all kinds of stuff. He said that's pretty much what he does. Is just videos of basketball, videos of his Achilles recovery, videos of his other, these kinds of things. That's what he is. And he says, that's who he is. That's what he wants to be. Other than he obviously gets caught up in a lot of these online wars, which Steve Nash and Steve Kerr both tried to get him to stop doing and have been unsuccessful in doing so. He said that the Nets motto is protect the group. They don't talk to outside folks. They don't do anything else. They just keep everything tight in there. And Steve Nash is there just to kind of babysit the group and occasionally have to come in and say, hey, I can't play DeAndre Jordan anymore. At one point, he says, your guy is washed. He can't get the same minutes. They love DeAndre Jordan.
That's their guy.
He does have to come in and occasionally say, hey, this guy sucks. We can't play. I'm sorry. But other than that, that's his role as coach is really just kind of babysitter.
Oh, for sure. He's a celebrity babysitter. But that's also a skill in coaching. That's a valued commodity.
For sure.
In the NBA.
For sure. Absolutely. Yeah.
Phil
That's why he's got the job.
Phil Jackson was one of the masters of dealing with high tier personalities, high maintenance personalities. That's something Phil Jackson mastered, where he didn't particularly have to do those type of things. He was able to use role reversals and mental things to kind of keep these guys at bay. And that's something that's a skill. Like, that's his coaching skill. A lot of people try to downplay as far as, Phil Jackson wasn't a good coach. The fact that he could manage the Michael Jordans and seeing how wild Scottie Pippen is now, you know what I mean? Like, these are the type of personalities he was having to deal with back then. Shaq and Kobe and Jordan and Pippen and these type of people. That's all things that Phil Jackson had to deal with. So, but that's the price you have to pay, man, to get these type of guys. And something else you said about KD I want to go back to is that we all look at KD as, I'll say he's probably the greatest scorer of all time. I'll put that out there, and I'll stand on it. I mean, I don't care who you want to name, especially people I've never seen play before. I don't get into those type of discussions. But we talk about him as being that. We talk about him as being, this, internet weirdo who argues on social media and is petty, and he'll argue with fans. He'll make another account and DMing teenagers and kids and all these type of things to argue on Twitter or whatever. But we do forget something else that you said, that KD is one of the true savants of the game. He truly studies the game and is never satisfied with how good he is on the court, always trying to add new wrinkles to his game. There's nothing on the court that Kevin Durant cannot do, especially offensively. Nothing. Like, there's no weakness to his game offensively. Like, when he gets you, he's got you. Like, this is just, you're done. Like, he's the perfect offensive basketball player. Size, length, ability, getting to the line, working the foul rules, all those type of things. KD is unguardable. You know what I mean? We don't mention the fact that he actually puts in a crazy amount of work to make himself the perfect basketball player. Like, we don't really talk about that too much at all, that he is a savant. This guy was typically a career-ending injury, and he came out looking like, I'll just be the best player in the NBA this season. You know what I mean? That's the flex he made after having an injury. People were like, man, I wonder can KD even walk. You know what I mean? So I think he's really understated when it comes down to those type of things.
No, I mean that is obviously a big part of this whole situation. When you talk about the whole Nets and superstar stuff, these guys, there are a lot of circumventions, and that shouldn't be allowed. And it's going to have to be probably discussed at some point within the NBA's circle. But the other side of it is they do, and KD in particular, spends an extraordinary amount of time working on his game. And these guys, I think it's easy to dismiss all of them very quickly as celebrities, and that's true, they are celebrities. But the amount that it takes to get that craft that they've got, the ability to be as skilled as they are, and the amount of work that they put in to stay that skilled is insane. And the amount of specialized work that they put in. You're talking about in many cases, working with specific people. Some guys pay for their own. Apparently, some guys don't. But they have a fleet of specialists that are there to work specifically with them. And but here's the downside of that, though. Saying they do work extremely hard. A lot of these guys work exceptionally hard. But a lot of them surround themselves with yes men. And a lot of them surround themselves with guys that aren't really in their best interests, that don't really have them working on specific elements of their game. Do you think, that certain players, have had weaknesses for so long, the same weakness, whether it be free throw shooting or three-point shooting or whatever, you would think someone in their circle would tell them, we got to fix this. But with that same level of access and trust comes sometimes an inability to speak truth to power.
Right.
And an inability to really get in and tell these guys what they need to hear, not what they want to hear. And so the best players are the ones who recognize their weaknesses themselves and or have somebody that they truly trust and allow to be very real with them. Not everybody's got that.
Right.
Not everybody's got that.
That's true.
Not everybody's willing to do that.
Yeah, I worry about that with Ja a lot here because Ja is super ingrained into Memphis culture. Like, Ja's out here. You know what I mean? Like, you would go out on a Wednesday night and you might see Ja in the building. You know what I mean? Like, he's out here, and he's got a lot of local guys that are connected to him. And being from Memphis, you kind of know, okay, it's not the best company for Ja to have. You know what I mean? But you hope he figures it out, and you hope that, you know, his support system kind of keeps certain people away from him because, you know, I've said on numerous times that I'm excited that Ja hangs out here, that he enjoys the city of Memphis nightlife and you know, the people here that he hangs out with. I mean, that's always a good problem to have, but I also just want to make sure that he's maximizing his off seasons, that he's getting in the lab doing what he needs to do, you know, working on his game. And I'm sure that he will, and I'm sure that you know, we've seen several videos and posts showing that at least him and Jaren are in the gym together, and you know, evidence that there are other guys there as well. So I'm hoping that he is one of those guys who is constantly determined to take his game to the next level. When you see a guy like Kevin Durant who's created an ultimate basketball machine out of himself, you know, you hope that you see the same thing here in Memphis.
I mean, look at, again, like a guy like Kawhi is a good example. He came into the league as a 27% three-point shooter and worked like crazy to make himself better. That's what you have to do. And yeah, Kawhi's got his uncle, and yeah, Kawhi's got his people, and Kawhi's got a whole thing. And you know, the more you read about these kinds of things, the more you realize how many people and how many representatives everybody's got. Everybody's got people, and everybody's got people in their sphere that you have to deal with. But he put in the work. He was able to transform himself into not just a good shooter, but a great shooter, which took his game to a different level. Without that, he's a rock solid defender, good finisher inside, all that stuff. But he's not all NBA. Now he's all NBA.
Right.
And guys have to be willing to work on their weaknesses. They have to be willing to really get in the lab and not just expound upon the things that they're good at, not just go to social media and show little tricks,
jumping over
somebody, doing some slow motion dunk. So you got to get in there and just shoot forever, and not just shoot, but like work with somebody to work on your form. Don't just get in there and cast, but actually work on form. Ja is okay, but it could definitely be better. Jaren, his form is kind of wobbled over the years. It's gone back and forth a little bit. Those guys have to work extremely hard. And that's another thing that's interesting in the book. Kyrie working with Kobe in the months before he died, and that was the message. I mean, you could say what you want about Kobe, and there's plenty of things to say, but you can't question the guy's work. You cannot question the work ethic. And he kept telling Kyrie, you have to work on the things that you're not good at.
Right.
And Kyrie,
another offensive machine.
You talk about it, I mean, there's nothing offensively he cannot do.
Jason Tatum, another guy. Look how ridiculous Jason Tatum is being. Another guy who got out there and worked out with Kobe. And Kobe Bryant,
those guys took it to a different level.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. You took it to a different level. I mean, defensively, there's still work that can be done, but offensively, oh my God. From Kyrie, what else can Kyrie?
What else can you ask?
There's nothing he can't. There's nothing he can't do. At his size, I mean, an incredible finisher, best handle in the league, and off the dribble has no problem with all that. Yeah, he cuts a very fascinating figure in this book too.
I just hope that our guys get that desire to be the greatest. Could you imagine Jaren Jackson Jr. if someone can really unlock him?
That's what I've been saying, man. That's what I've been saying. I hope it'll happen. I hope it'll happen because, man, it would be special. It would be special,
sure.
Big time. When we'll come back, we'll talk about the game itself. We'll also look ahead to some of the action later on today and the draft, because the draft is coming up here sooner than you think. All of that as we continue here. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Broadcasting from the Family Leisure Studio. We are Sports 56, 98.5, and 96.1.
I'm Gary York. I'm the service director at Lexus of Memphis. Our service department wants to be more than just a place where you get your oil changed. We do glass repair, windshield replacement, recalibration of your camera and sonar systems, even wheel repair, tire replacement, all the things you would expect from a luxury automotive dealer. Please check out our website. You can schedule your appointment, check out our specials, hours of operation, or if you'd like to do it in person, please reach out to one of our associates at 901-271-5199.
Cypress View Golf and Recreation in Marion, Arkansas. Cypress View Golf and Recreation is fun for your entire family. Accepting new memberships now. Call about the new intro price, only $199 per month plus tax. Includes unlimited golf, state-of-the-art new workout room, kiddie pool for the kids, Olympic-sized pool for the entire family to enjoy, and a great pub and steak bar. Cypress View Golf and Recreation has a new golf pub with tons of new food items for breakfast and lunch. Choose from Philly steak cheese sandwiches, homemade fresh hand-patted burgers, and Nathan's hot dogs, flatbreads, quesadillas, summer salads, and more. Take advantage of new memberships of unlimited golf, only $199 plus tax. Call Pro Mark today for your new membership at 870-739-6305. Come be a part of a great golf family. Get away from stress at Cypress View, just over the river.
AC trouble? Call Air Doctors of Memphis, 901-598-HVAC. Owner Matt Davis is a third-generation full-service air conditioning specialist. Air Doctors of Memphis services all major brands, and labor and parts are guaranteed 100%. Their yearly AC checkup is only $60. Then this year, Air Doctors is the official HVAC contractor for St. Jude Dream House. Air Doctors installed the St. Jude Dream House new Train high-efficiency equipment. Get your service from the best. AirDoctorsOfMemphis.com. Call 901-598-HVAC.
At Jason's Deli, when you're dining in or picking up curbside, you can expect wholesome food and no surprises, just delicious sandwiches, crisp salads, and quick quality meals made with the freshest ingredients and no artificial trans fats, MSG, high fructose corn syrup, or artificial colors and dyes. Around here, a lot of thought goes into what we put into our food and what we take out of it, because you're not just taking a bite, you're getting a taste of who we are. New items are constantly being created to expand our menu for all tastes and special diets, with vegan and gluten-free options available. Convenience and on-time delivery you can count on. It's just a click away at jasonsdeli.com, so whether you need to feed 5 people or 5,000, the team at Jason's Deli, they have the credentials and the commitment to keep you satisfied. Freshness is nearby at Jason's Deli, with locations at Ridgeway in the Park Place Center, Poplar and Highland, Germantown Road in Cordova, and on Goodman Road in Olive Branch. Jason's Deli. It's wholesome food and no surprises.
Sports 56 traffic.
We're still working the right shoulder blocked on I-40 at Chelsea Avenue. That's I-40 at Chelsea Avenue. Also, still working accidents on Thomas Street at Whitney Avenue. Crash on Rock Creek Parkway at Germantown Parkway as well. And the debris on I-40 at Warford Street, that probably incident has been cleared. It's just debris on the roadways. And that is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Ooh, now, it's hard for me to say I'm sorry. I just want you to stay. After all that we've been through, I will make it up to you.
Anthony Sane.
Peter,
Soft Rock Tuesday. You know that. You know that and you love it.
Have you seen this video of the kids on Fraser Boulevard that are shooting fireworks at each other?
No, I have not.
Looks like the wildest thing I've ever seen in my life, bro. It's sad, though. I'm laughing, but, bro, this is crazy. Like, you know, I never participate in this type of stuff, but I do hear stories of people getting Roman candles and shooting them at each other. But, bro, these kids are like, it looks like a war zone. Looks like there's, like, fireworks going off in the background, and kids just, yeah, this is crazy. Then they said somebody got shot, like, minutes after this. Somebody got shot a block away. So somebody probably get hit by fireworks. Oh, no, man, you playing too much. But, you know.
Yeah, I don't. It's no.
Yeah, you might not want to see this. But
did you see the story about the guy, the goaltender for the Columbus Blue Jackets who died in a hot tub, a firework hot tub accident where he was apparently there was a mortar blast from a errant firework. Mm-hmm. He tried to get clear. They were shooting fireworks. He was in a hot tub, and he tried to get clear, but apparently he did not get clear, and the blast from it triggered major damage to his heart and lungs and killed him.
I'm so confused. What does that have to do with a hot tub?
He was in a hot tub, and he tried to get away. Somebody was lighting fireworks just outside. He's sitting in a hot tub. Somebody's lighting fireworks not far away. Apparently it tipped over or something. The mortar tipped over, and he knew it was about to hit him.
Oh,
he's trying to get out, but he's in the hot tub, so he can't just scramble because you're in a hot tub. And so it came right at him and killed him.
Oh man, yeah, that's awful.
Fireworks are, I mean, come on, man.
Yeah, and the older I get, I was on Facebook and I was seeing my friends complain about fireworks. I was like, man, why y'all being so, why are we being so old? I was like, yeah, we're old. Because
of stuff like this, man. Right. It's just stuff like this happens.
Kids,
it's crazy.
We did this type of stuff with no repercussion, but it's like, okay, yeah, fireworks really might be the dumbest thing as human beings that we do.
Yeah.
Leave it to the professionals, man.
I can't. I'm telling you.
Man.
No.
Because I was laying in the bed what if a bullet comes through here and kills me in my sleep? Or those are the kind of thoughts that are going to my head at 41 as opposed to
That's why
11.
You can't sleep. See, so you can't sleep. You just gotta,
Yeah, man.
You can't. But I will say, fireworks are significantly less enjoyable the more when you have kids and you have it's just I don't know. It's not.
Yeah, man.
It's not what it used
these
to
dog be. People, I don't care. I mean that I see people complaining about that. Like, be quiet. But
but kid people though, that's a different thing, man.
Yeah. That's all I was about to say. I guess I need to get.
Those dogs don't even know they're going to die.
Don't even know they're going to die.
Dogs. I mean, so it doesn't even
They're just celebrating. Look at all those bright lights.
No, they're not celebrating. That's
the dogs see colors. Did they see the colors of the lights, or is it just?
No, they're kind of colorblind. But they see the lights. They see the light part.
Yeah.
Dogs don't even know color. It's like we should all be.
I'm not sure dogs are colorblind. I've seen dogs when they see my black behind, they hit different.
Oh, dogs can be racist. The dogs can definitely be racist for sure. Mm-hmm. If you don't, take your dog and acclimate them to different races of people, then your dog is definitely going to be racist.
Is that for real?
That's just the way it is. That's for real. That's absolutely for real.
Come on, man.
I'm not joking. That's not a joke. That's for real. You see. Someone I will not mention had a dog that was not acclimated around enough black people, and whenever a black person would show up, that dog would be just because they hadn't seen.
They don't know what you are.
Yep. I hadn't seen that type of individual before. It just look different. Literally, you look different than white people, so it's a different thing.
And you see Ren
dogs
10,
can't be
10.
racist.
You see Ren 10, 10. And I see a racist. But that was one of the funniest skits. Dave Chappelle was naming famous celebrity racist animals. An expose on racist famous animals.
I'm telling
Get out of here, Hugh.
Text in 360-8255. Your dog's a racist.
If you think your dog's a racist, it needs help.
Do we need intervention on this?
Yeah, this is a safe place. No judgment.
And it could go either way. If your dog's only around black people, it's going to be something different.
Black people, for real.
Yeah, or white people.
You can't blame the dogs. Yeah, you just got to.
Yeah, it could be. You got to hang around some different folks than yourself.
Yeah. Take the dog to the park.
It's just like other dogs. Like dogs that aren't around other dogs, they don't know what to deal with it. Get out of here. They're not used to it. Got to get them used to it.
Yeah.
Dog racism. It's a real thing, folks.
You see Ren 10-10, and I see your racist. You see? Bro, as soon as we go to commercial, I'm going to find that skit and watch it, bro.
Oh, so it's amazing how well that holds up, even now. We mentioned. I know you're excited about it. The Euro 2020 semifinals. You got Italy and Spain today, coming up this afternoon, and then you've got England and Denmark coming up tomorrow. Zach, is Bick Kahuna still on the line? You want to talk a little soccer?
Yeah, he's still on the line.
All right, Bick Kahuna's been very patient. We appreciate it. Bick Kahuna. Zach tells me you want to talk a little bit about soccer. I don't know what type of soccer you want to talk about, but I'm here for it. Bick Kahuna, good morning.
Okay. Good morning to the Triple Limits on Sports Radio. Peter, the Hot Pistol, and Hacksaw, Zach, and Zane, all night. The file beater, that is, of 56 WHBQ. Thank you very much, guys. I listen to you religiously Monday through Friday. And my favorite out of all of y'all is Zach O'Mike. He's my favorite. I'm just sorry to say, folks, that's just the way it is. I'm not biased. I'm just calling it just like it is. Now, Peter, I got a question for you. I'm on the FanDuel, and I've already done the big head thing and all of that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Now, you tell me on that, and I really appreciate it. But what I need to know is I'm planning on what I want to do is do a parlay bet. What I want to do is I want to take Italy, and then I want to take tonight on the basketball, I want to take Phoenix on a parlay. Yep. Now, you can do my question, what I saw was Italy plus 150, and I'm liking the payout on that. So if I decide to do a 2-bet on that, how would I win?
You would just be there would be new odds that would be calculated on both of those. So it would combine for plus one, probably 40 or something like that, and then that's what you would win. It'll tell you. That's the beautiful thing about the app. It'll tell you whatever you combine, you're good to go. It'll tell you what you're going to get.
And then it says match play. So if Italy wins and then Phoenix covers tonight, I win, correct?
Well, yeah. The thing is, you have to. The one thing you want to remember about soccer is that soccer bets are payout only in regular time. They don't pay out for extra time. So if it goes to extra time, if the match is tied after 90 minutes, then it counts as a draw, no matter what happens after that. So you just have to remember that when it comes to soccer bet. If you're betting Italy, you need them to win in regular time, not in extra time. So other than that, yep, that's exactly you got it exactly right. Thank you so much, Bick Kahuna.
And one last
thing.
Yeah. Oh. And one more thing. The number one station in the nation for sports talk is 56 WHE. Woo! Thank you very much.
Thank you, John. A.K.A. Bick Kahuna. We haven't heard from John in a long time.
I have no clue who that is.
That's,
and then people wonder why we don't take phone calls.
I texted Zach about this, and apparently we
yeah, people wonder. People like, man, why y'all don't take calls, really, man? Like Big Jack.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey. John's a nice guy. I'm not gonna knock him, but
I'm glad I missed the beginning when he was giving out nicknames. Cause I'm glad your line is breaking up. Cause
I couldn't understand what he said.
Yeah, that's good. I'm glad
that's
I
okay.
did.
We're not. Go back and listen to the podcast if you're trying to decipher that.
Good.
Figure out what.
I'm good.
What? You're
I don't
good?
know what it is about the city of Memphis. Why we feel like we got to like divvy out nicknames for everything. Like,
who you like today? You like Italy and Spain? Who you like, Italy or Spain? All right, let me just jump in
both
here.
have very attractive women with curves.
That's true.
So it's gonna be a hard fought battle.
It's a great, tough battle.
If you threw Brazil in there, probably Brazil. Give me Brazil. But
it's the European Championship, so Brazil's not. Not eligible.
Italian women or Spanish women. It's gonna be hard. It's a hard. I'm pulling for a draw.
The next semifinal is probably a much easier matchup: England and Denmark.
England. Because I speak English.
Yeah, but they speak England. They speak English in Denmark too.
It's not the motherland of English.
No, but they pretty much all speak probably better English than most people. I mean, their English is crazy. They all learn it. But the women, I think the Danish women are probably going to be a significant head up above the English women.
For real?
Oh yeah.
You said Danish women? I like Danishes too. So.
Yeah, like,
cream cheese Danish.
Can't
nothing. What beats that? What's better than a cream cheese?
That's exactly right about that. It at least makes
it's way better than an English muffin. So yeah, okay, Denmark. There you go. Who makes the little cookies? Chess cookies. Who makes those?
That's
Walmart.
That's Denmark. That's Denmark. Yeah, those are Danish cookies. Yeah.
I'm around with them.
Yeah, if you want the sweets, then Denmark is the way to do it.
Why not?
We've got
for the sweets.
We've got absolutely. We've got a Rachel Nichols update when we come back.
Yes. New information is making me swing my opinion one way further one way than it was yesterday.
Oh boy!
I look forward to hearing your swing on this one as we continue here. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Spend your lunch with Greg Gaston and Eli Savoy on Sports 56 Middays.
Lunchy munchy.
Weekdays from 10 till 1 on Sports 56, 98.5, and 96.1.
If you're going on vacation, making a college campus visit, or if business takes you out of town, there's just no better place to board your dog than Barks and Recreation, 965 Ruddock Cove between Bud Davis Cadillac and the Blue Plate Cafe in East Memphis. Boarding, daycare, grooming, we have the best of everything at Barks. Indoor-outdoor kennels so your family member can go in and out as they please. Indoor and outdoor play areas. 4 walks a day. Group play and individual attention from the best staff in the Mid-South, which includes an overnight staff to ensure the safety and comfort of your pet 24 hours a day. All reasons to choose Barks and Recreation above all other boarding and daycare facilities. BarksDaycare.com or 509-0909. Check us out and make your reservations now at BarksDaycare.com. If your dog could speak, he'd say Barks.
Even in times like these, special occasions happen. And when an occasion calls for special, it calls for 117 Prime, Memphis's premier downtown dining destination. From the spectacular 36-ounce porterhouse, paired with a Ferrari Carano Cabernet, to the jumbo lump crab cakes, to the raw bar with oysters fresh off the boat from the Gulf and the East Coast, there is simply no finer dining experience in Memphis than 117 Prime, in the heart of downtown. These are complicated times, but if you want simply the best, you want 117 Prime.
Welcome to Triumph Auto Sales, where you'll have a great car buying experience. Triumph Auto Sales is your #1 source of quality pre-owned vehicles ranging from lease returns to new car trades, all at huge savings. Plus, Triumph has a full array of financing options to meet your needs. Find your next car online at TriumphAutoSales.com or stop in today at 4875 Elmore Road. Triumph Auto Sales will help you get the vehicle you want at the price you need and the service you deserve. For a great car and a great experience from a local and family-owned business, visit Triumph Auto Sales.
Help Heal Veterans helps veterans with PTSD and stress from military service and isolation during the coronavirus. For the next minute, let's take a minute to relieve stress together. We'll do the 4-7-8 breathing exercise. First, sit with your back straight. Second, place your tongue against the roof of your mouth behind your front teeth. Now, exhale through your mouth and around your tongue. If this seems awkward, shape your lips like you're whistling. Close your mouth and inhale through your nose for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath for the count of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale completely through your mouth. Make a whoosh sound and count to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do this cycle 3 more times. Learn more at healvets.org. This message is furnished by Help Heal Veterans.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
He turned to me as if to say, hurry boy, it's waiting there for you. Gonna take a lot to drive me away from you. There's nothing that 100
Come on now. Hit it. Hit it. Anthony Sane, what new information do you have that is going to change your view of Rachel Nichols' situation? Of course, for those that don't know, controversy reigned over the 4th of July weekend as a recording was revealed that really showed Rachel Nichols kind of very dismissive of Maria Taylor, her counterpart at ESPN, saying that she was that her diversity, that ESPN's quote diversity approach should not be taken away from Rachel Nichols' job as host of the ESPN NBA Countdown show. They were trying to, I guess Maria Taylor was asked to do that potentially, and Rachel Nichols was fighting against that. And that's led to a lot of recriminations and irritations, and there's more to the story, but that's sort of the gist of it at this point. Anthony Sane, what say you?
Let me hear the apology.
Let's go over the things that we've learned. Zach, do you have the
play that first. Yeah.
The apology from yesterday's edition of The Jump? Rachel Nichols.
Full screen your video too, Zach.
Yes, and it was pinned as their top tweet on their Twitter page.
Oh God,
top
tweet.
No, this is The Jump. Twitter
Okay,
page.
yeah, okay.
The Jump top tweet.
Let's ride it.
So the first thing they teach you in journalism school is don't be the story. And I don't plan to break that rule today or distract from a fantastic finals. But I also don't want to let this moment pass without saying how much I respect, how much I value our colleagues here at ESPN, how deeply, deeply sorry I am for disappointing those I hurt, particularly Maria Taylor, and how grateful I am to be part of this outstanding team.
Well, Rachel, I want to say thank you. Thank you for accepting responsibility for your actions. You know, as someone that has known you for a long time, you know, being around you, you have treated me with the utmost respect, and you always made me feel comfortable in your presence. And I know your heart. You know, great person, great individual. I also know Maria Taylor, great person as well. Very, very talented, hardworking, and I feel like she also deserves every opportunity that is presented her way. My only hope is that we have a commitment overall to support each other through this process and continue to support each other through our journey.
No, I agree with Perk. Let me first say this. I fully support Maria Taylor. I've worked with her since I joined ESPN at Get Up and Countdown, and I've known Rachel for 20 years. Rachel and our entire group here have had some very difficult conversations over this time period, and those conversations don't end here. We will continue to have uncomfortable conversations. No one is excused. She is not excused. I am not excused. Perk. This doesn't just go away, but we have to learn and understand it and become better for each other, and really through our actions more than anything, and that is our responsibility. And we all have a role in that, and that's something that I take pride in, and I hold to myself and everyone to a very high standard.
Okay. Anthony Sane, your thoughts.
The fake crying, the fake emotion. Well, I hate to say the word fake, but the emotions I could have done without that. And what seemed to be purposeful positioning of two black men to validate or give her the thumbs up of approval.
To bolster the...
Yeah, because she didn't really say much of nothing, but they had two black men.
She didn't say anything.
Yeah. They had two black men to pretty much say, oh, she'll be all right.
Say, hey,
she's good.
Great.
Invite her back to the cookout.
She's so...
Yeah.
But we talked about the difference between, black men and black women in this particular discussion.
Because I don't think they could have found a black woman to speak for.
I noticed the word there.
Nah, you would have found not one. Hey, you know who's really going in about this? Like, who's really going in about this? What's her name? Alexis Robinson is. She's going all the way in on this.
Yeah,
as she should. I mean, I get it for sure. But I'm gonna tell you who really went in. And I wish we could play this clip, too. I don't think she's cursing. Jack, if you get in trouble, I'll take it. I don't think she curses on this joint or not. Jalen Rose's daughter put the video out. And she says, I was like, wait, what? Like, that's a game changer.
I don't think she curses.
Yeah,
I've seen that. I don't think she curses.
Nah, look on my retweets.
Yeah.
Play that
sure
because
she
I'm like,
has
okay, if that's true, that's a game changer. Like that makes me like all the gloves come off on the whole Rachel Nichols thing.
Well, I mean,
Just play
she
it.
would
Zach. You get in
certainly
trouble,
know.
I'll take it, Zach. Zach, you found it?
Zach, are you
Yeah,
there?
let it ride. We'll. I don't think she curses, bro. If she does, I'll take the bullet for them.
Nah, because let's quickly talk about Miss Rachel Nichols. Maria Taylor knows what a generational talent she is in the broadcasting world, so I don't even got to go there and hype her up. Let's talk about the fact that she actually played basketball. And if you want to go there, let's go there. Let's talk about how you're related to Diane Sawyer, arguably the queen of ABC.
Yeah, that's a game changer.
Nah. You got your job as one of the faces of ESPN because you're so entertaining and talented and so good at it, right? You are a woman in the sports world, and you sat there and you laughed about the Me Too movement, about your fellow women complaining about being sexually assaulted at work. You think that's funny? What really got me is you're tired of the Black Lives Matter movement because you weren't tired about posting about it or making your stupid little storybook monologues about it. Maybe instead of crying and calling Maria a diversity token, you can direct that energy to the people who think there can only be one woman on that stage. And if we're being real, Rachel Nichols is a subpar reporter. Subpar. Boring. Not great. I'm sorry your white privilege didn't work this time. Maybe next time.
Yeah, she was dropping some Mike Tyson punch out on Nintendo blows.
Yeah. She doesn't play around.
Diane Sawyer is that's real. Like I looked it up. And it was
Well, it's not related to. It's not related to her. It's Diane Sawyer's is the stepmom of her husband.
That's related, bro. That's like closely related. You
It's like her
crazy?
stepmom-in-law. That's not. But they're not blood relatives. Is what I'm saying. Like they obviously are connected.
Come on now.
But they're not blood relatives. If you say somebody's related, that means they're blood relative. Like they're related to you.
Okay, don't play that game with me, Peter. She got the hookup. She got the hookup. Is my point, Peter. Don't play.
Yes. Listen. Ask the next question.
I don't
Is
know.
she related to her? Not technically, but did she get help from her? I'm sure she did.
Do they relate? Has she been in our house for dinner?
I'm sure she. I don't know. Probably. You'd have to think so.
Did she call her Aunt Didi? Can she call her Didi? Yeah, she can call her Didi. They related.
Yeah.
Has Diane
thing
Sawyer
also-
has Diane Sawyer shared her opinion on family issues with her? Like
The
girl,
bigger
are you
thing.
ironing his drawers? Has she had that conversation with her? Yes. They
No,
they
the
can.
big thing, the bigger issue too is, not only Diane Sawyer, who's obviously that's a huge connection, but then you had Mike Nichols, who is her father-in-law. Same kind of thing. He's a notable director. He directed The Graduate. He directed Closer. He directed lots of movies. There's he's a very connected dude in the entertainment industry. So he's connected. She's connected. Rachel Nichols is married
Man,
into
sit
a
down.
family for
Sit down. You gotta hand it
of
this.
connection. No
Yeah,
question
I'm
about
taking the gloves off on Rachel Nichols, bro. I extended a little grace to her yesterday. Nah, it's over. Texas says they could definitely find a black woman to talk. Black women ain't scared. You ain't from the street, LOL. What you talking about? Find a black woman that's gonna be taking Rachel Nichols' side. You on that? You found something. Hate when people like halfway hear what we're saying. Like, bro, you too distracted. But anyway,
there's no.
One pretty pro says black folks related and white folks related hits different. Yeah,
Man,
I think that's true.
saying.
Yeah,
Can she
that's
call her Didi? Yes.
Hey, that's 100% true. That's 100% true. Because I ain't related to nobody that's not related, like blood related. That's not.
Man, you don't understand. The play club. You ain't
We
never
got
had
a lot of
cousin?
play cousins out there.
I got
man.
no play. Nope. I got no play cut. Nothing. None of that stuff. Nope.
I know these kids that these two kids we work with, and they were we call them brothers and sisters. They lived in the same house, and I can't remember what it was. I think it was like the mom, like the dad had kids, and the man had kids, and the woman had kids, but they weren't married at all. They were just all living in the same house and dating forever, and they were brothers and sisters, but they weren't brothers and sisters. You can't tell me or them that they weren't brothers and sisters. What you talking about? Oh, they're not really related, man. But you crazy. Like, can she call her Didi? Can she call Diane Sawyer Didi? Yes. If she can do that, they're related.
Like I said, I'm a literal. That's literal on me. Like if you say somebody's related, that means they're related.
You see this meme that Shy said?
Yeah. I saw that in Amin El Hassan's post. He tried to protect Rachel Nichols, and Steven Jackson has jumped in there and tried to protect Rachel Nichols. Yeah. It's,
but here's the thing,
there always seems to be a few few black men who want to try to.
You could be somebody I'm cool with, and you have these type of secret feelings about things, and these things are in your bag, and I mean, it's just who you are, man. Like, it's just like, that doesn't mean that you're like, it doesn't mean that that's not also true. Like, you can be someone who's been great to me, my friend, nice to me, made me feel at home, made me feel welcome, never disrespect me, never treat me any different as a black person. But in your heart of hearts, you can feel like, hey, I feel a way that Maria Taylor's getting this position over me. Like, you can still feel that way. Like, both of those things can be true. They can be the greatest person in the world to you, but they still can feel a way about that type of stuff. But, like he said, it's not a one-time thing. You just can't come on and apologize and then we just move on. There's something that has to.
No, this isn't a move-on situation.
Yeah, additional conversation.
And I can promise you, it ain't gonna be a move-on thing within that workplace culture, within ESPN or whatever. No one's gonna be like, "Oh, yeah, okay, well, you're good, everything's cool, we're ready to roll." No, especially because Maria Taylor is, her contract is up in a couple weeks, and so she's, they'll figure out from there, what she's gonna do. But I can't imagine that she's gonna be back without them, dropping off an enormous amount of money in a different job role and everything else. Finding some way to solve this issue. I can't imagine that she's going to be back because she's not going to have like a different sort of. It's not going to be the same. It can't be the same when she comes back. Like, it's not. If she comes back, it's going to be a different situation altogether.
Yeah, Shy says that Sage Steele probably would have defended him. I don't know. I know who would. I can't think of that lady's name right now. Oh, Candace Owens probably.
Yo, come on, man.
And then she would have had all these reasons to tell you why Maria Taylor's not qualified. She would have had a whole thesis about why Maria Taylor was.
Oh, come on.
Let's stop taking these handouts.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah. Candace Owens would have went in. Candace Owens.
Diamond and Silk, I think we could also be part of this.
Yeah. Uncle Ruckus probably would have
jumped in on that as well. Could have had a few.
Wonder what Jason Whitlock's take is.
Oh, I think he's already. I think he's already jumped in.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure he's already jumped in on this thing. So I don't think you need to. I think he's gone. I think he's done exactly what you expected him to do. Exactly what you would have thought. I think that's exactly what the situation is going to be.
Let me say something too, man. I'm just gonna make people.
Yeah, her in-laws and all that stuff.
Jalen Rose's daughter said something about how you laughed about the Black Lives Matter movement, you laughed about the Me Too movement, but you had no problem tweeting about those things when it was popular or it made you feel like you were part of the good side. Ooh, this is gonna make some of y'all mad. Let me just go ahead and spit it out though. This ain't all y'all fight. Some of y'all need to stay out of this fight, man. For real. Like, leave this alone. Leave this alone. Cause there's a lot of
I'm just gonna give you applause on that. I'm gonna give you an applause break on this one.
Yeah, because there's a lot of anytime this type of thing happens, there's always a lot of pandering, a lot of I'm on black people's side or stop. Like there's certain people like, and I'll let y'all decide who those certain people are. But just stay out of this. Like this isn't your fight. And when it comes out to these type of issues, if you want to create change, we don't particularly need you on the front lines. We need you behind the scenes, like on your side. We need you on your side of the fence, dealing with the issues, not particularly alongside us as we deal with this stuff. Because a lot of this stuff kind of rubs me wrong when I see some people. When I see people who are attention hounds, I'll use that as the operative word, hounds. When I see attention hounds who jump on this type of stuff too, I look at this as just another thing you're doing to get somebody to look at you. So, yeah.
There's a lot of wolves in sheep clothing. I'll put it that way.
Yeah.
A lot of wolves.
Well, I think it's very important to point out that not everybody has to have an opinion, public
just stay
opinion
out of stuff,
on
man.
everything.
Just
On
stay to the
everything.
fight. Yeah,
Not
stay to the
everybody.
fight, yeah.
You can continue to fight and do your part behind the scenes to continue to help all that stuff, but you do not have to play hero.
Right. Because I remember when
the White Knight does not have to come.
When there was a big push for me this time last year, when everybody was like, Saints time is overdue. Saints. Some of the people that were talking, I was like, sir, ma'am, you don't fool with me like that. Like you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So. Yeah. Chris said Stacey Dash probably could speak for Rachel Nichols. But yeah, man, some people just sit this one out, man. Like, sit it out for real. Like, stop. Sometimes silence is golden. But yeah.
Again, sometimes your actions will speak a lot more loudly than your words. We talked about this yesterday. We take a break. We'll take a break and we'll come back in hour number 3. But when push comes to shove, I mean, if you could talk about being an ally, you could say Me Too and all that stuff. You could say Black Lives Matter, but are you really willing to give up something that's valuable to you? Are you willing to actually put action behind the word? Are you really actually willing to do it? That's a different thing. That's a different thing. And if you're not, then you probably should just be silent about a lot of this stuff, because that means you're probably not the ally that you might think you are. And I get it. It's a different thing. It's not easy, but that's what being an ally is. Being a true ally is not easy.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to require some sacrifice.
Yep.
And a lot of people aren't willing to make that one.
Because it was some of the people who said congratulatory things about me when I got to a certain spot, who are the same people who could have easily opened doors for me a long time ago. You know what I mean? Like, bro, you really could have. Yeah, that's all fake, because you could have.
Yep.
You were part of the holdback, so.
Yep.
But yeah, God bless.
That's that.
You went in my house like Peter Edmondson, doing the podcast for me.
That's right, multiple times.
And again,
drinking Coronas, which I appreciate.
And again, same texter, dude. Are you drunk? Have you woke all the way up? You had your coffee. You said folks love you, saying you can't just turn your back on them. That ain't right. Did I say some people? I said some people, right?
Some people.
You sound.
Dude, let me find out how to talk to these. I'm not doing this this morning, bro. Bro, go ahead. Man.
Hour number 3 on the way. Stick around.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Sunrise Buick GMC is having their annual tent sale, and the selection or savings are bigger than ever. A huge selection to choose from, big discounts from factory rebates high as $6,000. It's okay if you've got slow credit. Sunrise has over $500 million available for immediate financing with interest low as 0%, an $18 million used car inventory. And remember, Sunrise specializes in cars and trucks under $10,000. See them all at sunrisememphis.com. Savings and fun for all ages. The 33rd annual tent sale going on now at all Sunrise locations. Covington Pike, Wolf Chase, and Collierville.
Hello? Hello, Mrs. Kuntz. It's the back left tire of your RV calling. Wanted to give you a heads up that I'm going to blow out on the highway later today.
Wait, what?
Says here I'm going to burst in the middle of rush hour.
Well, can we reschedule?
Sorry, our policy states that once we're scheduled to burst, we have to. We really pride ourselves on our commitment to blowouts.
RV owners can't schedule when things go wrong on the road. That's why there's Progressive, a leader in RV insurance.
You want a text confirmation when I burst?
Think I'll notice.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
Did you know nearly 40% of men under 40 and over 75% of men over the age of 40 experience sexual performance concerns? At the Memphis Men's Clinic, their experienced physician performs a comprehensive evaluation that determines which specific issues may interfere with your sexual performance. These issues can vary and range from anxiety to medical issues, low testosterone, or erectile dysfunction. The Memphis Men's Clinic has evaluated hundreds of men of all ages over the years and reestablished a normal sexual life. The Memphis Men's Clinic will work aggressively to resolve issues and allow you to restore your sexual health and overall well-being. That's the Memphis way. If you're 20 years old or 90 years old, come and get cared for the Memphis way. Treatment that's based on your specific needs after a professional clinical evaluation by their experienced board-certified physician. Call the Memphis Men's Clinic today at 901-443-0475 or visit memphismensclinic.com.
I'm here with the great Pat Donahue from the Rendezvous Restaurant Shipping Department.
Thanks, Brett. We've been shipping our ribs all over the country now for decades from our USDA-inspected shipping kitchen in the Pinch District. We hand-cook our ribs in pits that Mr. Charlie built over charcoal, just like they do at the restaurant.
So what comes in a rib box?
We could do pork shoulder, we could do ribs, our sauce, seasoning, baked beans, coleslaw. We'll even throw in Pancho's cheese dip with our nacho boxes. We also put a bag of Rendezvous seasoned popcorn, heating instructions, some chef hats, some wet naps, and some other helpful tips from our kitchen. We ship our ribs overnight, exclusively FedEx. And we put them in nice packaging. We don't ever want to use styrofoam, so we use corrugated cardboard, actually 2 boxes that fit nice together. So the ribs get to you, your loved ones, or your clients in a safe, wholesome manner. Rendezvous ribs are perfect for out-of-town clients, customers, loved ones. We also ship ribs for any occasion.
Where do we order these great ribs?
You can go to www.hogsfly.com or give us a call at 1-888-464-7359.
Charlie Burgos' Rendezvous Restaurant in the alley since 1948.
Have you mixed your pain meds, your sleep meds, your allergy meds? Call the Poison Helpline. Has your child eaten a tube of toothpaste, a chip of paint, a wild mushroom? Call the Poison Helpline. Have you been bitten by a spider, a snake, an insect? Call the Poison Helpline. Poisonings can happen at the home, on the job, or in the great outdoors. Call the Poison Helpline first for fast, free advice from medical professionals. Call 1-800-222-1222 anytime, anywhere. 1-800-222-1222. Save the number, save a life. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Do you know one of the best things you can do for your employees or family's health? Provide Arctic Clear bottled water. Arctic Clear bottled water is your locally owned and operated bottled water provider. Arctic Clear is 100% natural spring water with free delivery and setup, dependable service, and no long-term contracts. What an easy choice. Call Jeff Manus today, 901-382-2363, or visit arctic-clear.com. Arctic Clear bottled water. Call now, 382-2363. That's 382-2363.
We are Sports 56 WHBQ Memphis, W253DF Memphis, and WIVG Tunica Memphis. Flynn Broadcasting Stations. Sports 56 traffic.
We're still working the block right shoulder on I-40 at Chelsea Avenue. We got a couple cars on the right shoulder there. So there's I-40 at Chelsea Avenue still working that incident there. Other than that, there's no new accidents to report so far this morning. So let's try to keep it that way as we are back into our work week. And this is your Sports 56 traffic update.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. This hour of Sports 56 Mornings is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
Thinking about you for quite a while. I see you, Zach. You're on my mind every day and every night. My every thought is you. The things you do seem so satisfying to me.
Hold on.
I must confess it, girl. When I like it.
Here it comes.
You send chills on my spine every time I take one look at you.
That was all right.
That's not bad.
Wait till catch me around about 2 in the afternoon. I can sure enough hit that note. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
Yeah,
No.
I almost got
The
it.
things you send me.
Yeah. Me and Zach had a
I was
great
in-
conversing, kind of wrapping,
Oh.
putting a bow on the discussion. we
Oh,
just had.
okay.
I
All
just
right.
texted you something that came out of that conversation, man. So
No, I
the
didn't.
audacity
That
of the nonsense we see, even in Memphis, when it comes down to things like that. But yeah,
Oh.
Now you look at that and you tell me why we didn't get the same energy. You remember that though, right? All right.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
You're not wrong. A whole rollout. Hey, look at these. Look at this.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Hey, when the folks left, we ain't heard nothing about who replaced them. Nothing.
Roll back in.
Yeah, roll back in. Like,
roll it right.
Then you tell me that. Yeah, you look at that and tell me that like people ain't pushing nonsense over actual talent. For real, man.
Roll it right.
But you remember that, right? Oh, look.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, make sure you give him a follow. Yeah. The DMs are open. But when they got replaced, nobody said nothing. You don't even know who do it anymore. Unless if you know, if you know, you know.
Well, if you
know,
you know. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
God bless him though.
That's how it is. That's how it is. It's like that. Hour number 3, presented by Acura of Memphis. Pete Sain with you. Zach is also with us as well. And as we mentioned, hour number 3, presented by our friends at Acura of Memphis. We have much to discuss, including the upcoming NBA Finals.
Let's get it.
On the Rachel Nichols discussion. We talk a little NBA draft and saying, the draft is coming up here.
Oh, come on.
Pretty soon now, and you're starting to see some rumors. You're starting to see all the stuff that that we love to see. That's always that always makes me happy. When I start getting deep into prospect discovery, prospect scouting. Really delving into the tape and into the film and getting after it. The film study. Love doing all of that type of thing. I've seen you in the world famous group chat.
Oh yeah,
you've
been
been after it too. You've been
no, I'm
up.
gonna tell you who's been in the world famous group chat. The rebirth of Cam Rose is back in his bag.
Uh-oh.
Cam Rose is in that summer 16 bag, man. That dude's been doing the homework out here. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna tell you another.
Who does Cam want? Who's Cam want?
He's a big Josh Christopher guy. I think he's down on the Josh Christopher train. He believes that the Grizzlies are going to take a point guard for some reason. He's like, man, I'm telling you, I think they're going to come out of draft day with a point guard. I don't know why, but I was like, I don't know where you on with that one, but I'm gonna tell you another big draft guy who gets excited about this stuff. Chip Williams. You remember him? Yeah, Chip gets this is his time of year too. So
Parker Fleming's got some stuff going on.
Parker's got a lot of bias when it comes to the draft. Parker's going to be watching.
Is he going to be wearing that Corey Kispert
uniform, the whole uniform, shorts, armband, headband. He's going to have the shoes, socks. Oh yeah, he's going to have a full Gonzaga uniform on watching the draft. You better believe it.
It's fast. It's amazing how, from a fashion standpoint, you can wear a jersey and it's cool, it's fine, no problem.
Oh yeah.
But if you wear the shorts too, then you look like an absolute freak.
Idiot.
You look like a complete idiot. Like you throw the jersey, no problem, man. You throw just the shorts on, you're okay. If you put the jersey and the shorts on together, you are an absolute. You're a Halloween outfit. Like you look like the biggest loser on planet Earth.
Oh, yeah.
Like it's the dumbest.
Now if you just rock the Grizzly shorts and the shirt ain't even got a match.
Like just a T-shirt or something like that. Yeah, any shirt. It's fine.
Wife beater, whatever. Oh yeah, that's swag. You put the jersey on, nice little pair of shorts, whatever. Oh, okay, swag.
Yeah, you're good.
But you put the whole set on, oh, you look like a Goofy from Waluigi. That's what you look like. Man. You look horrible. You look extreme. Oh yeah, that's facts. That's facts for sure.
I mean, that's 100%. I love when I see people do it every now and then. Like, what is it? Halloween? Am I missing the costume party?
Yeah, it look like a goober.
Only children can do that. Children can get away with that, but that's about it. That's a kid thing. That's a kid thing for sure. The NBA Finals do indeed start tonight, and we mentioned so that right after the finals, then you end up getting into the draft and the trades and all of that sort of thing. So as we kind of like prepare you for the draft, we're getting you set for draft time, and I think it's kind of interesting because it kind of goes along with what we talked about earlier with the Grizzlies. The one thing that I'm kind of it's unusual, and I'm kind of I'm still coming to grips with it, I guess. Saying is the idea that the Grizzlies. I just have great confidence that the Grizzlies are going to make a very smart decision when it comes to the draft. I have no Like, it's still weird for me. I'm still accustomed to.
You feel like they're going to come out with something? They're like, okay.
Whatever they do, it's going to be justifiable and understandable. Right. It might not necessarily be the exact player that I expected them to go after, but I'm pretty confident that whoever they go after, there's going to be a good reason for it, and there's going to be,
okay.
like a logic behind the decision. So that's unusual because I'm accustomed to years Grizzlies going after the quote best player available, who may or may not actually be the best player available, who may or may not fit in the culture at all with what the Grizzlies are doing. Now they've kind of identified and adopted the stuff that the Spurs and other organizations have done, where you have a specific type of individual. Forget about position. You just have a type of dude that you're looking for. You're looking for a type of guy. You're looking for like a mental makeup, like there's a personality type, somebody that's going to fit in with your culture. And if you find that, then you know that you're going to get a player who's going to develop properly, a guy that's going to develop, the right way. And that's a big part of it, man. Because it's not just about the overall talent level. I mean, I'd rather draft a guy who is maybe a 6 out of 10 on talent, but I know I'm going to get all 6 of those points. I'd rather draft him than a guy that's a 9 out of 10, but I might get 3 or I might get 9. Sometimes it's better just to have, especially when it comes to the Grizzlies and knowing what you're going to get with a guy. Sometimes it's better to know that you're going to be able to get the right combination out of a guy.
Yeah, and you talk about confidence in the organization and confidence on draft night. Definitely didn't see us getting the guys we got this year. You know what I mean? Because I think we had 1 second-round pick, and we turned that into a late first and another second round. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you come out with Desmond Bane and Xavier Tillman. I almost called him Xavier. you come out with those two guys who are definitely 2 rotation players and guys you definitely can see playing a part or some role in the future. So I'm going to tell you what moves me. When you said something about the Spurs, it triggered this thought. We are the team that when you see draft analysts or just NBA Twitter guys, they're saying things like if you hear a player connected to the Grizzlies at 17, if you're at 16, you probably should take him. You know what I mean? Or this guy is a Grizzlies type of guy. Like what? You know what I mean? Like to hear that type of stuff coming from guys who have been deemed as being intelligent thinkers when it comes down to the draft process. Like it really makes you think that. They're getting it. And that's kudos to Zach Kleiman, Chris Macris, Tayshaun Prince, all those guys, the scouting department, all those guys over there who really been very wise. Let me ask you this, Peter. I think we kind of touched on this the other day as far as the draft is concerned. I'll also throw this out. I think three guys that you'll hear connected to the Grizzlies probably in the coming week. Zaire Williams out of Stanford is a guy that you'll probably hear connected to the Grizzlies. Chris Duarte, who we've heard connected to the Grizzlies. I feel like that's an easy, if he's there, they're probably going to take him type pick. They may trade back to get him. And also Usman Garuba is another guy you'll probably hear about connected to the Grizzlies this week. But this is a question I'm going to throw out to you, Peter.
Okay.
Short sample size, of course. We've seen the Grizzlies make the safe pick as far as guys that I noticed, like you said, I know for a fact this guy, the worst we're going to see out of him is being a 6, which is, a decent basketball player. You're not going to see the Grizzlies draft a guy who's, a 3 or whatever, who has low lows. Do you think the Grizzlies have it in them to take a swing at a player who they say, okay, this guy might be a 6, but he may be a 10 as well, or he could be a 5 or a 4. Do you think they have the capability to? Do you think this is the year where they may take a swing, or do you think they're going to go safe again?
Yeah, I don't know. See, I think that where they are right now is, I think they should be willing to do that. Yes, I think they should absolutely be willing to do that. I don't know if they're actually going to do it. I don't know if they're. I don't know if they're actually going to be able to do it. I don't think they don't do well with uncertainty. They like to kind of have a good feel for what's going on. So I don't think they do particularly well with uncertainty. And And if that's the case, then they're probably not going to go after that type of player.
Mm-hmm.
In my mind, like, I think you have to at this point, because if you look at who's out there and you look at what the Grizzlies have in their roster, they're still missing that third guy. You're still missing that star type guy. The odds that you can get him at 17 are pretty low, but it has happened before, and this is a pretty deep draft. I think it's worth taking a swing. The only caveat I would say is that you can't take a swing with a guy that is very obviously not going to fit into your culture.
Right.
Like you can't have a guy that's completely a space cadet goofball, a bad dude, whatever. Like, sometimes you overlook that stuff and you try to, fix it because you think that you're going to get the best player. You can't. This is not the time for that. So I would say other than that, I'm fine with taking a risk because there's enough young players right now. There's enough young players that you can take a swing, and if it doesn't work, okay, fine. It's not that big of a loss. I just don't. I don't know, man. I just don't think they feel that way, though. I really don't. I just don't feel. I don't feel that way. I don't think.
Yeah, I think they're gonna go. I think you might as well go ahead and order your Chris Duarte jersey. Just be honest with you, because it just seems like such a Grizzlies pick, man. You know what I mean? Draft Twitter is saying the same thing, like. But the Garuba kid, who you're starting to see drafts, who starting to see mocks point to us, I don't really get it, but I do believe that where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I mean? Plus stuff that I'm hearing on my end too. So I'm like, I don't get it though, man. Like if you're talking about a 6'8" power forward, I don't think he's a wing at all. He seems to be athletic and a good defender, or whatever. I'm like, okay, I want to see what the Grizzlies see if the smoke is real, because you're starting to see draft mocks like penciling him in at 17 for the Grizzlies.
Mm-hmm.
So it makes you think it's based on intel or something. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be surprised if they get him in for a workout. Here coming up soon. But I just want to know what it is they see in him.
Grizzlies don't do a lot of talking, so some of that intel is.
But some things there's a two-way street. If you're reaching out to Garuba about a workout, you're reaching out to him. You know what I mean? And people talk. Yeah. Agents talk. So, about my clients going.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing is that you have the talking has to generally comes from the other side in this time of year. Mm-hmm. Not always, but generally that's what happens. And a lot of people, I always tell people especially around this time of year, think about why somebody would talk, why someone would say what they'd say, in whose interest is it for this information to be out there? Because there's a lot of agents who pump information out there to try to get their guy up on mocks, to try to get their guy up, because believe it or not, that stuff does make a difference in draft rooms. If enough teams see a guy high up on some mocks, they kind of wonder, like, okay, what's going on? A lot of times they're kind of scrambling for intel just like everybody else is. So that can affect things. Agents will manipulate that. You'll see that a lot. And sometimes reporters just kind of take it all in, and they don't necessarily double check all the reports. Sometimes you see guys that are way up there, and you look back in the draft after it happens, you're like, what in the world? How is that guy up there? That's why, because that guy's agent was trying to pump and somebody fell for it. It's just it's all kind of a game, man, and you have to just kind of look and see, who's playing the game and in whose interest is it to keep playing the game. So as long as you think about that stuff and be a critical thinker about this stuff, it'll make your draft viewing and all that stuff a lot easier. I'll just say that. It'll make it a lot better for you to do it that way.
Garuba reminds me of I see some Precious Achiuwa without the dreads vibe kind of with him to an extent too. I always look at players like Precious and say, okay, what would I think about him if he didn't have long hair? Like, I seriously do that. Like, what was the guy's name that played for Denver that was
Fareed?
Kenneth Fareed. I was like, if Kenneth Fareed didn't have dreads, people wouldn't think he was nearly as good as people thought he was.
Nah, it's that superpower,
dreads,
man.
Yeah, it does
dreads have a thing.
Right, they do something. Like, you see that hair flying while they're playing hard. It makes it like, they can sound they're playing that much harder,
Yeah, he does.
Look at all the energy he's just putting out there on the
Look
floor.
at this guy, man. He's everywhere on the floor.
He's just getting after it.
Like, what do you do?
Hit
man?
different.
Hey, I'm out on Garuba, man. Like,
like I could have told you.
You're gonna be back in. You're gonna be back in. Just a
no,
little bit.
I'm
Don't worry about
watching. I'm like, what is this?
Nah,
dude?
you're gonna be back in. You're gonna be back in.
I mean, if he's a 4, I mean, he's already got Jaron, BC. He's got Kyle. He's got Tillman in front of him.
I don't know about BC.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. If I think BC will be back this year. I think this is the bounce back Brandon Clark.
I don't know.
Is this gonna be one?
Does he want it? How bad does he want it? You know, that's what I want to know. How bad does he want it?
I don't know.
Is this one of those drafts where for the Grizzlies, like for the fans, like they're not gonna get the player that they want them to have, but then for the Grizzlies, it's just gonna end up being like another good player for them to take.
I don't know.
Like that type of thing. Because typically, because like the last 2 drafts, they've been pretty much in lockstep. Like the fans and the front office pretty much been lockstep with each player.
Right.
Is this the draft where it's like, okay, like we got to take this player, but they like nope, like we like this one a little bit better.
These are the drafts where it really matters. Because in the past we've always said, well, you just worried about John Jaren, everything else don't matter. John Jaren, but it's like okay, you need to start drafting guys to build on what you had because you actually made the playoffs last year. So it needs to be somebody you think is plug and play. That's what fans are going to be wanting. Like, is he a shooter? You know what I mean? All those type of things. So, because everyone who looked at the Utah series said, okay, the Grizzlies need shooters with size. You always try to duplicate what you lost to. That happens a lot subconsciously. So people be thinking, okay, we need guys that can shoot with size. But the Grizzlies might still be in best player available mode, for all we know. You know what I mean? So we'll have to see, man. I don't really know what they plan on doing. I'm hearing this Garuba kid a lot. I don't know, man. It looks like this dude ain't 19 either, man. I didn't want to go there today, but
here we
I'll tell you
go.
what, if there's a foreign player, it's Sane doesn't like him, and is this dude the same age?
Nah, this dude's not
that he says
19.
he is?
Like, get out of here.
Always. No matter what it is, no matter who it is, yeah.
I saw this dude working at Take 5 oil change on Papa. Somebody's 19. You can't be 19 working.
You can work at the oil change place at 19.
For real?
Yeah.
Man, this dude's not 19 years old.
What foreign player is as old as they say they are?
None.
None of them? You think that birth certificates don't work?
Giannis ain't 24.
You think birth certificates don't
whatever age
work at don't work overseas? Like what do you don't think that's they can't keep track of births and deaths?
Huh? I'm looking at Garuba, man.
You say I'm saying every single player. You're always like, oh no.
Wait, did Garuba play with the little dude to play for Denver? What's his name? Tony Fiasco.
Campazzo?
Yeah. Lupe Fiasco.
Yeah. 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 Facundo Campazzo last year.
They played together for real?
Yeah.
If this dude's 19, he's a prospect for sure. Because he reminds me of what's my boy at Toronto? Who's
Pascal
also
Siakam?
31. Yeah.
I'm gonna say Chris
Nah, this kid ain't
Boucher.
19, bro. All right, whatever. Whatever they say he is. Whatever.
Why do you never believe anyone's age?
Because why would they tell the truth?
Any foreign player.
If there are domestic players who I know for a fact are older than they say they are, like this is just what they do. What makes you think guys in another country ain't doing it even to a greater degree?
But what?
Are there domestic basketball players that are older than they say they are? Yes or no?
I'm sure there are.
Did Buddy Hield come out and say, "Oh yeah, my bad. I forgot I was supposed to tell y'all I'm only 25, but I'm 30." Did that not happen?
Yeah, but he's not an American. He's an Islander.
What I just said. What I just said is that. Why we acting like that's not a thing, bro? Off the air.
But I'm saying you said domestic players. He's not a domestic player.
But I'm just saying, if you act like these things don't happen, Peter, they happen all the time. Like I can text you.
That's one. But I'm saying that's one example.
I can text you 4 American basketball players right now who did this.
Okay. I'm not.
And some of them are local,
saying,
so I'm not going to say their names on the radio.
I'm just saying not everybody does it though.
I didn't say everybody.
Garuba
Peter,
looks.
If it happens here, What make you think it
You
ain't
said,
happening overseas?
but
to
I'm saying
Brandon
you
Green?
say every single foreign dude does it. Every single
All right,
one of them.
Stop the conversation. Google search Usman Garuba and tell me he looks like he's 19 years old.
I'm looking at him now. I mean, he just looks like a dude. I don't know. He doesn't look like.
He like somebody that just graduated high school.
He looks like a dude that's been playing with grown men for a while. I mean, look at my man Ashawn Robinson who went to Alabama. He looked like he's 50 years old. Look up Ashawn Robinson in high school and tell me that guy looked like he was 35. I mean, that you want to talk about the guy that. I mean,
he's got some of his features look kind of childish, looking at Garuba, but in whole, the man looks like a grown man.
He's a grown man.
He looks like the kid from I told you he looks like the kid from Soul Food if he was a hooper. I just don't know what this dude is, bro. What is he?
Yeah,
he's a basketball player, Sane. That's what he is. He's just a basketball
if
player.
They could turn him into an offensive player.
His position, basketball.
His position, foreign Jermichael Green. That's what he is.
Yeah, his game is
If
definitely.
he could develop an offensive game, he could be a hooper. But I mean, if it was a fifth, you know.
Jermichael Verde. Yes, that's
Jermichael Verde. J. McHale Verde. Yeah, if Michael Green's name was J. McHale Verde, he'd probably be a lottery pick.
He's 19. He's a family man.
I'd rather have him than Lil Dicky, though. The Lil Dicky looking dude. What's his name?
Sengun?
Turkey,
Sengun ain't going to be there. Yeah, no. Stop! You said you were going to call him that.
Nah, you're right. No, I said I'm going to
Come
call
on.
him Sergio Baloney.
No, are you an ally or not? You're not an ally. You're not an ally to this man.
You called him Turkey Baloney.
Turkey Bologna.
Turkey Bologna. You said you weren't going to do that, and then look at you doing it again. It's unbelievable.
Turkey Bologna.
Turkey Bologna. It's unreal. Just how sad this is.
Yeah, man. Like if the Grizzlies take him, like okay, I have to wait and
now,
see.
Now, Usman's name was Lil Man instead of Usman. Lil Man.
Lil Man.
Lil Man.
Usman.
Umain Garuba. I'm like, okay, yeah, come on. Goomain.
Usmain.
The Juice Man Garuba.
The Juice Man Garuba?
Yeah, take that dude. Like, take him to
yeah, Juice Man Garuba is going to be awesome.
Yeah, sign me up.
Hey, man, Garuba's the real deal. He's the real deal. That guy's going to be one of the greatest players in basketball. I mean, I watched him play. 16 years old. He's out here just dominating. You know? Come on.
You said you watched him play at 16 years old.
Yeah. There's plenty of video out there when at 16 he played for the next generation, the under
quiet,
whatever 18s
Peter watches
and all that stuff.
YouTube and just tries to come off like he's just international scout, like he's just man, get out of here, man.
What are you talking about? Like what you just? I'm not searching on YouTube.
How are you watching these? You did tell me you got some connections.
I got my connections. Don't worry about it.
You watch
got
full
your connections.
games of these
I got my connections. I watch full games of these jokers.
He has a
international
satellite at the house.
Umain? Have you seen Umain?
I've seen Juice Man out there.
Low Man Garuba.
Juice Man Garuba is he's the real deal. Watched him back in 2019 against some of the Denny Avdia and those guys.
In 2019 when he was 21.
When he was
oh heck no! This dude was 17 playing against stop it
16.
16. Dude's not a freaking 19-year-old kid.
You watch him play. He looks 16 out here.
I don't know where I'm at with homie. I was relieved to see that he was melanated when I actually took a picture of him. When y'all actually looked up a picture when this thing first came up.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
Yeah.
As long as he's not
Juice Man
Turkey
Garuba.
Bologna. Hey, that was funny though when you said if he was an American player, you'd be acting like he was. It was Dre's son. Like, yeah. Jordarius. John Darius. John Darius. John Darius trailer.
John Darius tractor trailer. Yeah, that's one of my favorite. Oh, all right. We'll come back. We'll continue. We'll talk about finals and more. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Listen online anywhere, anytime at sports56whbq.com.
It's finally time to get out of the house. So make sure you stop by Family Leisure with great prices on in-stock and incoming products. Keep the kids active with play gyms, in stock, ready for delivery. And by the way, installation from the pros, I always recommend that. Markdowns on remaining game room products and those beautiful massage chairs. And the hot tubs, they're going fast. Get out of the house and get to Family Leisure. Wooden Road and I-40, where family and fun come together.
With double the seasoned beef and a large drink all for $5, Taco Bell's Grande Nachos truly deserves a Grande intro, perhaps with a Grande beat box. Said it's crunchy, cheesy, beef. Actually, that sounded better in my head. Go get the $5 Grande Nachos before they make a every exit. Nope, only at Taco Bell. At limited participating locations for a limited time only. Price and participation may vary. Tax extra. Drinks excludes freezes. Double the seasoned beef as compared to the Nachos Bel Grande.
Hi, I'm Tito Beveridge, founder and master distiller at Tito's Handmade Vodka. In 1997, I started the first micro distillery in the state of Texas with my dog, Dog Joe, at my side. We're still working with dogs out at the distillery after all these years. Learn more about how dogs are a part of life here at Tito's Handmade Vodka at vodkafordogpeople.com. Tito's Handmade Vodka is made from corn and naturally gluten-free. Cheers. 80 proof Tito's Handmade Vodka, distilled and bottled in Austin, Texas. Tito'sVodka.com.
Need to sell your home? You're in luck because I buy houses. All you have to do is call Bill at 901-406-1101. That's 901-406-1101. Grab that PIN, 901-406-1101, or just save it in your phone. Bill at I Buy Houses. I Buy Houses buys houses in any area, in any condition, at any time. As simple as that. I Buy Houses is guaranteed to close in 5 days. So if you need your cash fast, just call Bill at I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101. Has your house been on the market? Were you just tired of renters? Or is it just time to start over? Well, avoid repairing, cleaning, painting, and prepping your house. Just pick up the phone and call Bill at 901-406-1101. That's Bill at I Buy Houses. If you're in Southwind, South Memphis, North Mississippi, North Memphis, Collierville, if you can hear this, just call my friend, Bill at I Buy Houses, 901-406-1101.
Upgrade your commute at Acura of Memphis. Seize the thrill and test drive one of our award-winning models, each packed with cutting-edge technology, luxurious amenities, and a driving experience that's sure to awaken your inner self. Driving shouldn't be a chore, it should be an adventure. Advance your drive today, shop our aggressive lease and finance options now. Luxury is waiting at Acura of Memphis, or shop online 24/7. Visit AcuraofMemphis.com.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston.
Yes, I will be good, I promise.
Co-hosting Sports 56 Mornings is Anthony Sane.
That's great, man.
This hour is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Now, back to Peter and Anthony.
Oh, yeah. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere for real. Oh, here she comes. Watch out, boy. She'll cheer you up. Whoa, here she comes. Here she comes. She's a man-eater. Come on, everybody. Sing it along now.
I'm so surprised that
Here
nobody.
she comes.
I say this all the time. I'm surprised nobody's remade this song. Like,
I know.
It just screams 2021.
It's a great song.
Yeah. We were talking about prospects.
Megan Thee Stallion. I mean,
Yeah.
come on.
Go get the City Girls.
Yeah, get the City Girls. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, somebody needs to remake this.
Oh,
We were talking about great Grizzlies draft prospects. We spoke about Duarte before. We talked about my boy Juiceman Garuba. And I also mentioned Zaire Williams. Zaire Williams scares me because I can see him turning into Paul George, or I can see him turning into Mo Harkless. You know what I mean? So that's a big swing.
Mo Harkless would be. I mean, Mo Harkless is not a bad. Like, I mean, if that's your downside at 17, that's that's pretty good.
But you know what I mean?
I'll
like he's one of those. Like that's another thing. You have to remember the Grizzlies are drafting at 17. That's kind of the safe zone to take swings historically.
That's my point. Is that you can take a swing, and sometimes you get there, sometimes you don't. But that's. I think
this isn't
that's,
Jared at 4 and Ja at 2. Like you can take a swing here for sure, and I really wish they would. I really wish they would. So
who do you look at as a guy like the biggest swing guy, like a guy that you would take, and you think it would be like this is
in the entire draft?
Yeah, like I mean, who are the guys that you think are the biggest like upside, but like maybe the riskiest picks? Let's say.
Easily Zaire Williams and Josh Christopher. Like I could see both of those guys being.
I don't think Josh Christopher's a big risk because I don't think there's much downside.
No,
He's not going to be taken.
I could see.
Like,
that's what I'm
super
saying.
high.
I could see him being a starter. He's a guy who people are saying he's a second round, late first player. I could see him being a star. But
why do you think he's going to be a star? Like what makes you think he's?
I'm a big believer in guys that were cold as hell in high school. Like I think that translates. There's a lot of guys who college basketball is not the best place for them to show that they're ready for the NBA. And I think he's one of those type of guys. And I think that the pandemic really confused a lot of things this year. A lot of guys who probably are better than they look this year. You know what I mean? So there are a lot of guys who are playing with some real anxiety this season, who didn't particularly want to be on the court during the height of the pandemic. So I think Chris was the real deal, man. Like for sure. Like I could see him coming in and being a Donovan Mitchell type player in the NBA. Like legit, I believe it. So then you look at him.
He'll be better than Brian Christopher.
In the NBA, I'm sure you will. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
will he do better than Christopher Robin?
The NBA equivalent of that is what I want to know. Is he going to be? What about who's the kid? Chris Stafer, the kid that played for the Grizzlies. What was that guy's name? Christopher.
Who are you talking about, man?
I can't remember the
Josh
guy.
Christopher's brother played for us.
Oh, what's the kid's name? Oh, he's killing me.
We just looked him up.
Kristaps Porzingis.
Christopher Johnson. That's who it was. Christopher Johnson.
Oh, go and get signed for the union.
Yeah. Chris Afer Johnson. That's always what I like his name.
Yeah, his name had an A, right?
Not Christopher. Chris Afer Johnson. You gotta always
go and get signed for the
remember. I think the upside guys, Jalen Johnson is I think he's going to be a big swing type guy. Keon Johnson, another guy who is rapidly moving up the boards as a result of his high level, the Tennessee player. He was such a combine freak, with a 48-inch vertical and all that stuff like that. That's rocketed him up the charts. He's a very skillful player as well, but he's also a guy that you could see him just kind of fizzle out if that athleticism isn't matched by some level of skill. But I think he's a top 10 pick now for sure. And I think that's the spot at number 7 where the draft really starts.
Yeah, you got to start using your brain from that point on.
I think the top 6: Cade Cunningham, Green, Mobley, Suggs, Kuminga, Scotty Barnes in some order. Cade probably 1. Beyond that, maybe some mix around and all that. But those 6 guys are, I think, a tier to themselves in terms of where they're going to be drafted. After that, hey,
yeah,
now we can start playing. Now we can start having some fun. Now we start rolling some dice a little bit and seeing what's going on. I've seen Moses Moody all the way up in the top 10. I've seen him down near 20. If he gets down to the Grizzlies, I think that's a no-brainer. I think you go and get him.
Yep.
His wingspan is insane. His skill level is big. I don't think he's getting past the Spurs.
Or the Warriors.
But again, if he does, I think there's that opportunity. I think I would be intrigued by the kid, the Josh Giddey kid. Who's another kid who seems to be sliding a little bit in some of these and getting near the Grizzlies.
Yeah, that's one of the guys that Cam says he thinks the Grizzlies would take.
When you said point guard, that's the guy that I think that's what I would think of because he's got size. Now the last tall point guard out of Australia, Dante Exum, didn't go quite so well. So, and Josh Giddey looks like if Corey Kispert went on a bender, like Corey Kispert went out to the club and came back and kind of looking a little rough. That's what Josh Giddey looks like to me. He looks like a kind of a bootleg Kispert, even though he's 4 years younger. Do you believe he's the age that he says he is?
How they say he is? 18.
18. Yeah. Nearly he'll be 19 when the season starts.
Taller Ricky Rubio is who he looks like. Do I believe he's 18?
Yes.
Maybe. I don't know.
He's 6'8" with a 6'8" wingspan. So
yeah, that's Grizzly-esque.
Yeah. He's his
white,
highlight
white
his film
Lonzo,
is,
white LaMelo Ball.
International.
I would really I would encourage you to check out some of his film. It's really fun. You're gonna really like it.
Yeah, let me look him up.
Yeah, his passing.
If you want to see, it looks like I would say sort of like maybe Connecticut private school type situation.
Mm-hmm.
You got very small gyms, a lot of white people
fell on his face.
A lot of white folks playing basketball, very small venues, sort of a questionable camera angle. A lot of that stuff. He's a good player. He's a good player, and he's been, he was in the G League showcase. He's played against good players. So I'm kind of just being goofy, but he's definitely an intriguing prospect. Another guy that is a high. He could have a high upside.
Yeah, I'm out on fake Pistol Pete, man. Y'all can have him. And this is literally who he looks like. Tall Ricky Rubio, I'm good.
No,
I'm good on Pistol Pete here. Fistful Pete. No, I'm good.
Fistful Pete?
Yeah, I'm good.
Pop Gun Pete? He's Pop Gun Pete. That's what he is.
Then he don't have any gear on, man. He just got on shorts and a jersey, man. Get out. No.
You need some. You want some stuff.
This is like rec league ball. This dude's playing. I'm out. I said that about Luka too, man. He's incredible. So I don't know.
How many? Now, Zach, I want you to keep track on this over the course of the next 3 weeks. How many people are Sane out on?
So right now,
Sane has been out on. He was out on Garuba, and now he's back in, I think. But he may be back out again. Sane's catchphrase, ladies and gentlemen, the phrase that pays is "I'm out."
I'm out.
Then he's got
watch a guy. I'm out on him, and then but that doesn't mean he's out. That doesn't actually mean he's out.
Because I was out on Zaire Williams. I'm back on the Zaza train right now. Yeah. Let me see.
Yeah, he's gone up and down. Sane also vacillates. He goes up, down, up, down. It's all over the place. So check back.
Did I just see him dribbling and looking at the ball? Hold on, stop. Ooh, that step back was trash.
Well, I know one player he's out on for sure.
Who?
I
don't my boy Turkey Bologna.
Yeah, him.
Yeah, I'm super good on.
I know he's good on him.
No, I'm out on you, Josh Giddey.
All right, that's number 2.
All right, so he's out. He's out.
If he could shoot, I'd play him though, because he could cause some playmaking problems. I mean, he could cause some matchup
problems. Man, he shot. Hey, you talk about a guy that could shoot. He shot 29% from 3. Oh, you want somebody who can make shots? Oh yeah, that's a whole different thing. Yeah.
Can we talk about why? Speaking of like guys who get mislabeled as shooters, like why do we call Trae Young a shooter? Because somebody else. Because he shoots the ball a lot.
He's a shooter.
Because that dude,
I've always said there's difference between a shooter and a maker.
Trash. Like if you just want to talk about like real deal. Let me see.
Listen, at the end of the day, I can't. You'd have to really think that a guy like Giddey, you'd have to really think that you could get something out of his shot because he's Ben Simmons all over again. I mean, hey, he's a big, tall point guard type guy, can't shoot. Come on, we've seen that before from Australia. Hasn't always worked out real well. So, and he's not nearly the he's not as big, and he's certainly not as athletically gifted as Ben Simmons. So.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know about Josh Giddey.
I'm
not giddy about Giddey.
Ooh.
What about my boy James Bouknight?
Oh, I'm all in on him.
He's a Zach guy.
That's yes.
Who was the kid last year? It was a dude that Zach was high on. I was like, Zach, I don't know anything about that dude, but he's decent though. Golly, he plays
Jaden McDaniels.
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
my guy. 6'9", can handle, shoot the three, man. Like
Zach talked about that dude like he was KD last year.
Oh, come on.
Who does he play for?
He plays for Minnesota.
That's right. Yep,
Minnesota.
Yep.
He's had his moments.
Yep.
He's had his moments for them. We'll come back. We'll wrap it up here. We'll get a prediction for tonight's matchup and more. Real Sports Talk, Sports 56, 98.5, 96.1.
Same great shows
We welcome you back to Sports 56 Middays.
What's up? It's Sports 56 Happy Hour.
A new spot on the FM dial. Check out Sports 56 on our new FM home at 98.5.
Grind City Brewing Company is taking care of beerness in Memphis. Grind City Brewing is the dream of a father and son duo to create a brand that delivers a high quality, great tasting, and easy drinking craft beer. And they've done it. The brewery sits high above the city elevation in uptown Memphis with 15,000 square feet of beerness, including a 5,000 square foot tap room. Grind City Brewing is committed to all things Memphis, including the Tigers. They have created a malt liquor called Tiger Tail that is the official craft beer of the University of Memphis. Tiger Tail comes in 16-ounce six-packs and is not your typical malt liquor. Tiger Tail is crafted with a bold and smooth flavor, has 7.5% alcohol, and its clean finish makes it incredibly easy drinking. Tiger Tail and Grind City Brewing, taking care of beerness in Memphis.
With round-the-clock protection at a great price, your Progressive policy works the way it's supposed to, unlike this unenthusiastic hype man.
Okay, everybody, let's make some noise. Put your hands up. Or not. It's your call. Here we go now. Here we go.
Switch to Progressive today.
It is electric in here.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
When's the last time you played a Memphis City golf course? You will love what you see. I promise. If you have not played Galloway, Audubon, Fox Meadows, or Pine Hill lately, or the links at Whitehaven, you are in for a treat. With summer here, the grass is popped, the conditions are terrific, and this year Memphis City Golf is really concentrating on competition. If you love amateur competition, there will be a Galloway, Audubon, Fox Meadows, and Pine Hill Championship, all leading up to the Pub Links and the Hillman Robin. And ladies, you've got amateur championships too. And if you're a junior, the place to be is the Links at Whitehaven. There will be camps all summer long. Go to the website, moms and dads, if you would like to enter your child to learn from the pros how to play golf. And wait till you see the renovation at Overton Park. And soon there will be a redo at Pine Hill. Memphis City Golf, a sporting tradition for over 100 years.
Help Heal Veterans helps veterans with PTSD and stress from military service and isolation during the coronavirus. For the next minute, let's take a minute to relieve stress together. We'll do the 4-7-8 breathing exercise. First, sit with your back straight. Second, place your tongue against the roof of your mouth behind your front teeth. Now, exhale through your mouth and around your tongue. If this seems awkward, shape your lips like you're whistling. Close your mouth and inhale through your nose for the count of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold your breath for the count of 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And exhale completely through your mouth. Make a whoosh sound and count to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Do this cycle 3 more times. Learn more at healvets.org. This message is furnished by Help Heal Veterans.
Welcome back to Sports 56 Mornings with Peter Edmiston and Anthony Sane. This hour of Sports 56 Mornings is brought to you by Acura of Memphis. Here once again are Pete and Sane.
Uptown girl. She's been living in her uptown world. How could she never had a backstreet guy? I bet her mama never told her why. I'm gonna try for an uptown girl. Uptown girl.
Coming up next, middays. There you go. Looking forward to that. In the meantime, so tonight you have predicted the Suns winning.
Yeah.
And you've predicted the Suns winning the entire series, correct?
Yep.
Yeah.
But I
You think
wouldn't
it's
be
gonna be a
mad. I'd
sweep.
be super happy if Giannis could get that championship, the elusive ring. Hope he actually
He's listed
plays.
as doubtful. He's listed as doubtful for tonight. I think you're right that it's more likely than not that you're going to see them just kind of take a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Maybe sit him down for tonight, see if he can come back on Thursday, or at the very least when they come back to Milwaukee. Maybe that's the kind of the way to do it, because you just can't. It's if you get him like severely injured again, Giannis is again listed at 26 years old.
Listed. Allegedly he's 26.
Listed allegedly 26 years old, right?
Mhm.
So what does that mean exactly? What is that? Is that really true? But that means that he is going to he's going to be around for a while, and if you don't, there's no point in risking him unnecessarily. And as one of the things we talked about in the book that I've been reading about the Nets, one of the things that a lot of guys are becoming more and more keenly aware of teams trying to push them in directions they don't want to go, and guys are taking a lot more control of their own individual rehabs, which means and that's true of guys around here. And Jaren Jackson Jr. Same thing with Jaren.
Mm-hmm.
Where the Grizzlies had to kind of work with Jaren's people, and Jaren's people had to work with the Grizzlies, and you kind of had to. It wasn't just a team thing. It's not just a team thing anymore. The Nets talked about how difficult it was for their people to deal with Kevin Durant's group, because they wanted to send a rehab person out, but that person had to gain the trust of Kevin Durant's group. They had their own thing
Right. Mm-hmm.
that they were working on. So it's not as simple as all of that. You
And
don't
we've
want
seen
to,
situations where it's gone bad, where players have had that absolute trust in the organization.
Mhm.
So I get that too.
and once you lose that trust,
Mm-hmm.
then guess what? It's done. That's it.
Right.
It ain't coming back. And so that's unfortunately that's the situation for from now on. You have a really, really tough time to once you lose a guy's trust,
Mm-hmm.
you can't mess with it. And you'd rather, it sounds silly, but imagine you'd rather lose a finals and keep Giannis's trust than to risk it and have him be, problematic and have that be an issue right there.
For sure.
No, I just
For
think
sure.
I think that you got to be very, very careful about playing that game. Do you think it goes 6, 7?
6
What do
max.
you
I
think?
think Suns win the 6. I think the fact that Giannis is out could probably put them in an easy 0-2 hole, losing both of these games in Phoenix. But I could see Milwaukee winning both games at home, and because it's just kind of what they've done. They've kind of, when you think they're done, they hang around. I could see them winning those next 2. If Giannis plays game 3 and he's somewhat healthy, I think they're guaranteed to win that game. So I could see them winning the next 2, and then Phoenix ultimately win the next 2 and closing it out. In Milwaukee.
Who's the MVP?
If his health agrees with him, I think Chris Paul is he's got to be the man during this series. But you know what? I can see a situation where Drew Holiday really gives him fits. If Drew Holiday decides to actually be Drew Holiday, because he was getting cooked by Trae Young. I can see Booker doing it too, though. I'm gonna call Chris Paul. I think if Chris Paul does anything close to being good, that politics are gonna lean towards him getting MVP. It's gonna be too much pressure not to give it to him.
Yeah, I think that to me it's pretty clear that people really want to see Chris Paul do well. People really want to see the way that it's the story that's been told for a long time, and they really want it to kind of close out. Not to say his career is going to end or anything like that. He's still got more basketball to be played, but this would really put a huge bow on his career, and I think people want to do that. So I think if he's anywhere near quality, if he's anywhere near, unless he's just terrible, they're going to lean on giving it to Chris Paul. And I understand that. I can't really blame them for that. The MVP sometimes is more about story than it is about specific performance. Honestly, like we've talked about that before. It's just unfortunately that's kind of the way that it works out sometimes. But nonetheless, I think it's going to be a great final, and I'm excited because it's somebody different. I'm excited that it's Suns and Bucks. I'm sick of these other stuff. I'm sick of these same names and the Cavs and Warriors. Oh, it's Steph. Oh, here's LeBron. Here's
And there's two teams that I can see the Grizzlies getting excited about. You see a small market team with a superstar that made it to the finals, and you see a team that was outside of the playoffs the year before who made some smart moves, and now they're playing for a championship in the year.
Exactly.
So I get excited for both sides. As a Grizzlies fan, you should get excited for both sides.
Exactly. I think you're absolutely right about that.
Yep.
So we'll see where things go. Now we're also, as I said, we're going to be monitoring the draft situation and keep an eye on, because there's going to be some some things are going to happen. Some moves are going to be made, maybe sooner than you think, from some of these teams that are out there. Once the finals ends, especially, then you'll see it. You'll see it soon, and it's going to be there's some moves to be made. There's some upheaval that's coming in the NBA. I can promise you that. Coming up next, it will be middays. Gabe's going to be in for Eli. It'll be is Greg back today?
No.
So is it Gabe and you?
Yes.
Gabe and Zach.
All right. Zach Boyd.
What you got for him, Zach?
We got Connor O'Gara at 10:25. Steven Johnson from the Daily Memphian at 11:25. 2.5 questions and Humdinger's trivia.
All right. Okay.
What you got for him, though, Zach?
What you bring?
That's what I want to know.
Hot takes, informative sports.
Look at Zach taking our show off, saving them takes for.
That's right. That's right. He's like, yeah. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to talk to you.
These bums. I got you, Zach. I see you, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's how it is. All right. Well, we appreciate y'all listening. We'll talk to you in the morning, y'all. Be good.